streaming on YouTube and TikTok. YouTube, Prosperous Living with Toya, and TikTok, Prosperous Living with _T. Go join our Facebook group, Prosperous Living with Toya. Follow me on my socials, my other socials. Link tree is in the bio, Instagram and Facebook. Grab your books. I have manifestation bundles, ebook bundles. I have short stories for the little ones, for the youngins, to understand the power of their mind, the power of the I am. There's manifest your dream life. That's a short story, a manifestation ebook bundle, and then we have the manifestation ebook bundle it's a book of affirmations. It's a bundle with books with affirmations, scriptures. It's a 30-day transformation journey, recipe for life book. That's a book based on these 4 steps here you see on the screen, based off the scripture, Mark 11:24, which says, therefore I say to you, whatever you desire when you pray, believe you receive it and you shall have it. It's like the live, share the live. Those 4 steps is decide, acknowledge, believe, receive. The scripture says desire, prayer, believe, receive. I may desire, decide, that's your decision, and I may prayer, acknowledgement, because prayer isn't about begging, beseeching, or even asking for something outside of you to give you something. It's about acknowledging that what you're desiring already exists. That you're not creating anything, you're just calling it into being. So double tap the screen, 10K the easy way. And you get to come up onto the panel once we reach 10K. 10K the easy way. Double tap the screen, share the live, like the live. Let's decide what it is that we want in this dream we call life. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. What are you dreaming? If I'm dreaming, just let me sleep. Don't wake me up until my dream is complete. When I'm dreaming about you, about the things that I'm gonna do. Don't wake me, I'm dreaming, yeah. Hello, Gretchen. Welcome. Hello, I am Tam. How are you? Welcome, everyone. Double tap the screen. Well, this is Manifesting Wednesday, reminding us of the power of decision. And what was the revelation about decision? You know you've made a decision when there's no other option. That's how you know you've made a decision, when there's no plan B. See, if you still got a plan B, you really haven't made it. You still kind of up in the air. You're not really sure. You're not really confident. You're still trying to, you know that you have truly made a decision when there are no other options. When you know that there are no other options, that's how you know you've made a decision. No plan Bs, no plan C, no plan D, no what ifs, no how or when. None of that enters your mind. None of that enters your mind. So just decide what it is that you want. Acknowledge that it already exists. Accept, which is believe. Accept that it's yours. And step 4 is something you don't have to do. That's the allowing part. That's the being still part. That's the being in a state of receptivity. That's the awareness that it's already yours. Because you're not trying to figure out how to get it. You're not wondering when and how it's going to come, because you understand it's already yours. Hello, welcome. Hey, neighbor. I see you over here on YouTube. Like the live, share the live on TikTok and on YouTube. I'm streaming on both platforms. TikTok is Prosperous Living with _T. On YouTube, it's Prosperous Living with Toya. Don't forget to subscribe and to follow and to share. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, thank you. Grand Rising, Kevin, how are you? Oh, okay, nice. Oh, yes, I went for a walk earlier today. You know, in the Midwest, we're enjoying some beautiful weather. We got spring-like weather for a few days anyway. Got a break from the cold, from the frigid temperatures that we had been experiencing. But we got some like 60-degree weather, nice sunshine. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. Didn't even jacket. Didn't even need a jacket. So beautiful. Oh, 67. All right, all right, all right. Yes, yes. I'm in the suburbs, so it's a little warmer for us than being in the actual city. It was a little warmer for us, probably around 65 today. Hey, 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 Mia, welcome. Hello, hello. So they send you to Florida instead. That's what my daughter is. She says it's about 80 degrees in Tampa. In Tampa, it's about 80-degree weather in Tampa. So welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Manifesting Wednesdays. If you have questions regarding manifesting, please put them in the chat. On TikTok, double 10K the easy way. Get to come up and tell the panel and have your say. Let's get to 10K. Double tap the screen. This is how we push the live out by double tapping the screen. And also when you share the live, TikTok pushes the live out for more people to be aware that it's on through likes. So like. Let's get to 10K the easy way. Oh, well, thank you. No, I do not. I drive a Mercedes-Benz GLC. And we also have a family van. Interesting. Oh, all right, Marcinda. Brazil. Let's go. All right. Vacationing in Brazil. Let's go. We jealous over here, Marcinda. We jealous. You over there having fun in the sun. Out over there in South America. All right, girl. Let's go. Hey, Latoxic. Welcome. All right, neighbor Wade. That's what I'm talking about. Get that G-Wagon. Yes, claim it. You already, Go ahead with that G-Wagon. Who else wants a G-Wagon? Who else driving G-Wagons? What's y'all cars? What cars y'all want this in the year 2026, in the calendar year? Ooh, Audi. Okay, let's go. You went to go see Christ the Redeemer today? What is that? Is that a play or something, Marcinda? All right, got yours. I hear that. Let's go. Ooh, the Porsche. How you say that? Macon? I haven't heard of that one. Macon S. All right. Let's go. The Porsche. Porsche. Ooh, white chocolate. Ooh, that sounds pretty. Not white chocolate. Oh, okay, Mark. Okay. Thank you for enlightening me. Thank you. Okay, it's one of the 7 wonders of the world. Oh, nice. Okay. Not that's one of the 7 wonders of the world. Oh, the toxic. Okay. Yeah. Marcinda told me what it was, the big Jesus statue in Brazil. I didn't know they had a statue of Jesus. How they know what he looked like? Okay, I didn't know it was a statue. I didn't know we had a statue of Jesus in the world. Okay. All right. I thought he said don't make no graven images. But I guess I thought it was no graven images. I guess that memo got lost in translation, but okay. Oh no, I didn't say it was a white. Did I say white Jesus? I didn't say. Did I say white Jesus? I just said I didn't know we had a statue of Jesus. I thought he said make no graven images. Is it like the Hebrew Israelites? It's Yeshua. It's the black Jesus. Oh wow. Oh, okay, Marcinda, got you. Because I don't know nothing about it. You'll have to educate me on that. I'm ignorant of that truth. I don't know nothing about statues of Jesus, statues of white Jesuses. I don't know nothing about it. I didn't even know one existed. I had no idea. We talk about manifesting. What is it that you want? And it's more about what are you calling forth, right? Understanding that manifestation is about choosing what you will want to experience on the smorgasbord of life, because everything is on the menu. Everything is on the menu. It's a buffet, and you get to just choose off the buffet. It's a la carte. A la carte today. What do you want? It's like when you go into your favorite restaurant, or you're on Shein, or you're on any website, whether it's Saks Fifth, Lord and Taylor, Neiman Marcus, or do you shop on Shein, Walmart, Amazon? It doesn't matter. Whatever suits your fancy, right? You're scrolling on these internet sites, or if you decide to go in person, right? The difference with this is though you can just go into your mind, walk in the store, or see yourself with it, just decree it, declare it, right? There's so many ways to actualize your desire. For me, I just decree and declare. Others, they do vision boards. Others do visualization techniques. Others do mirror techniques. Others script, right? But we have to kind of stop calling it a technique, because writing is not a technique. Writing is a way of expression, right? Just like it's something that we naturally do. We're always writing things. We write things down all the time, whether we're writing notes to ourselves, writing letters to someone else, sending emails, right? Taking notes. That's a way of expression, right? So is visualization. So is making vision boards, right? It's just bringing thoughts into form. That's all. Manifestation is real. You do it every day. You want God. Here's the thing. Your Bible talks about manifesting. I'll give you one. You can go look it up, because I don't remember where it's found, but I'm going to give you the scripture, and then you can see if I'm being honest or dishonest. Because Paul said this: great is the mystery. God manifested in the flesh. Go look that up and tell me if I'm making it up. I'm lying. I'm being dishonest. Because your Bible. Yeah, the King Jimmy, as my friend likes to say, as my bestie Gigi likes to say, King Jimmy. Yes, it says, great is the mystery. God manifested in the flesh. So if you don't want to believe in manifestation, you don't want to believe in your Bible. And that's okay. You don't have to. Because I didn't come up with the word. Manifest just means to bring something that was invisible to visibility. That's all it means. It ain't no, Just because you're religious, you want to poo-poo on something that everybody does. Just because instead of saying, oh, God is answering prayer, I say you're experiencing a manifestation. Same thing. Potato, potato. Potato, potato. It's the same thing. You want to argue with semantics. You want to argue with semantics. Wrong platform if you want to argue with semantics. You're on the wrong platform. You're in the wrong room. Just keep on scrolling. Because this room not for you. And that's okay. That is okay. Hey, hey, hey. Oh my goodness. Exactly. And some do no techniques. Exactly. But I don't even want to say that these are even techniques. It's just a way of life. It's just what we do, right? We have to get out of our mind that there's something to do to make the thing happen. It's already done, right? Since creation is finished, we're not making anything happen. We're just choosing what we would like to see. That's all that's taking place. We're just choosing what we would like to experience. In the moment you accept your choice, which is your gift, that's the moment you receive it. The moment you accept the reality of the desire is the moment the desire becomes your reality. Welcome everyone to Manifesting Wednesdays on TikTok. Don't forget to double tap the screen, share the live, 10K the easy way. We're halfway there on TikTok, YouTube. Share the live, like the live. That pushes the live out. So people can get a greater understanding of what it means to bring forth your desires. And we're over here, we like to keep it simple. We keep it real simple on this platform. Because those 4 steps, although you see 4 is really 1. And I'm just saying the same thing 4 different ways. That's all. Step 1, decide. Step 2, acknowledge. Step 3, receive. Step 3, believe. Step 4, receive. It's 4 steps rolled into 1. Because the moment you decide what you want, it already belongs to you. Steps 2 and 3 is like a reminder to you that there's nothing to do, there's only to be, right? Because your acknowledgement that it exists and your acceptance of its realization causes it to be manifested. So acknowledging is deciding. Accepting is deciding. Receiving is deciding. So in actuality, there is only 1 step. But we say 4 to make it what? Digestible. And so again, Mark 11:24 says, whatever you desire, whatever. Well, first it says, therefore I say to you. So listen up, I'm talking to you. So what the Christ is saying, listen up. Because therefore I say to you, whatever, it does not matter. Whatever covers everything, right? It doesn't matter. It could be anything. You desire, whatever you decide to experience. When you pray, when you recognize, when you acknowledge the thing, all you have to do is believe you've received it, and then you will have it. See how see how received is past tense? You have to see that it's already done. That creation is finished. That God has already given you everything you could possibly desire. It's already yours. You have to keep telling yourself, I already possess everything I could possibly need or want, and I have it in abundance. So you have to remind yourself of that. I already have everything I need and want, and I have it in abundance, right? So I travel as much as I want. I shop as much as I want. I have as many clothes, shoes. I live in a home that I want. I drive the car, right? Like whatever it is, I already have that. I have that going for me. It's already yours. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to try to make it so. And so the question is always how? How do you believe in something you cannot see? How do I believe in a reality that I cannot see? How do I make it real for me? Right? And this is so many people talk about Neville Goddard's teaching, the feeling is the secret. And people think that he's talking about emotions. I'm not talking about your emotions. He's talking about the naturalness of it. Talking about being in the mood of already having it. So you can ask yourself some questions if you're finding it difficult to make it real for yourself. You can ask yourself a couple of questions. Well, how would the people in my life see me now that I have it? Or what would I be doing? Where would I be wearing? What activity can I have a movement in consciousness that's going to confirm this reality? Right? So some people say, I would tell my best friend, or I would tell my partner, or I would tell my mom, or I would walk down the stairs and open the door, or I would be depositing the money into the bank with the teller, or like you can, and you want to make it concise, you want to make it, but you get to decide. You have to ask yourself that. What would make it real to me? Like what? Like I like Joseph. Like so, Dr. Joseph Murphy. He gave this example of when he was selling his home, and he said, "Well, what would I do after my home is sold? What would signify that my home is sold? Well, I would take up the for sale sign and I would throw it in the garage." And so that's what he did. He took up he imagined himself taking up the for sale sign out of the ground and throwing that sign into the garage. And he said that's what happened when he sold his home. He did that very activity. And so that's what you do. You talk to yourself, right? You ask yourself, what would signify? What movement would I have that would signify that I already have the thing? Especially if you feel like your words aren't enough. Some people think that the words aren't enough. This is only for because I don't do visualization. That's not my thing. I just continuously talk to myself. I keep talking to myself until it becomes real to me. And so I have convinced myself that yeah, this thing it can happen. This thing is I'm worthy of it. I'm deserving of it. And I know worthiness and deservingness have nothing to do with it, but whatever it takes, remember there's no wrong or right. There's no, it's whatever you need to say to yourself in order to convince yourself of the reality. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Blaze. Yes, thank you. This light a little bright for me. And so we don't have to make it, and only you know what is going to convince you of its reality, right? And so another suggestion is talk to yourself as you're going to sleep. All right. They say this is the quickest way to have the desire become your reality, to make it feel normal and real to you, is that as you're sleeping, you're telling yourself that you are this person, that you have the thing, that you are this thing, and you go to sleep in that state. Right. And that's the quickest way to impress the subconscious mind with this new belief, this new truth, right? Because it's about, like, we're reading The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. And what he has helped us remember is it's about assuming the identity, right? It's about no longer being the person who wants it, you're the person who has it, right? So you're moving from wanting a thing to possession of the thing, to being the person that actually has the thing. Not how you're going to get it, but someone who already has it. Yes, yes. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Noreen. Welcome, welcome, Magnetic. Everyone, Tam B. Hello, welcome. Double tap the screen. We're almost at 10K on TikTok, YouTube. Like the live, share the live, comment regarding any questions you have about manifesting, or you can share what you've manifested. This is Manifesting Wednesdays. And these four simple steps are found in the script, Mark 11:24, as well as Matthew 21 and 22. All right. Matthew 21:22 is just a shorter version of Mark 11:24. But they're both reminding you that when you pray, believe you received it and you shall have it. And understanding that believe is that prayer is not asking, it's commanding. You're calling forth with your word. And the key is to remain faithful to your word, knowing that your word is God, right? In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and then the word was God, knowing that your word is the creator in you. So it is everything responds to the voice of God. You're that. Now are we the sons, the sound, the sonos, the voice of God, right? Now are you. And so you bring forth, you command reality through your word. That's why the Bible reminds you that life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. It also tells you that as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. See, everything proceeds from thought, from ideas, from your intention and your attention. And so you have to just make sure that when you decree a thing, that you don't waver, that you don't speak against your new identity, your assumed state. Remain faithful, persist in that state. Hey, Sway, welcome. So do you believe it? That's the question, which means do you accept it as a truth for you? Are you being still and knowing that because you said so, that makes it so? That the moment you asked, it was answered, and while you were yet speaking, the answer appeared. Now all you have to do is go your way in peace. Be worry-free. Do a Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. It's no passing craze. It means no worries for the rest of my days. It's our problem-free philosophy. Is that your problem? But a lot of people say you just can't say it. You got to be about it, right? Like, stop worrying, because worry never served any problems. Worry is a wasted state of thought. It's a waste. It helps you. It does not help you in any sort of a way. It doesn't. It compounds the problem. Because what? It expands it. Because instead of you giving your attention to the solution, you're giving your attention to the problem, which what? Makes the problem bigger, greater. And if you can remember, there are no problems, there are only solutions. That would also assist you. That would keep you from worrying. All right, guys, we got to 10K. Woohoo! Let's go. Yes. So you can request up in the box. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about manifesting and how easy it is. It is never, If you think you have to be tested and tried before you get a desire, you'll be tested and tried. I mean, it's your reality. See, I know when I left Christianity, there were no more devils and demons trying to keep me from my desire. There were no more trials and tribulations and testings that I had to go through to prove worthiness. Totally unnecessary. But if you're still working with that mindset, that is why the things that you want, you will be tested for. And I know a lot of people still talk about it. People say they've left religion, but no, not really. They just gave it a different spin and called it spirituality. They just renamed religion and called it spirituality because people still kept their evil spirits, their devils, their demons, their testings, their trials and tribulations. Well, sound like you didn't lose religion. You just flipped the coin. You just turned it on the other side and gave it a different name. Hey, Glazed. Hey, Ray. Hello, Intuition. So, stop creating roadblocks. You have to remember that your reality, your mirror, just only does what you do. When you move, it moves just like that. When you move, it moves. It moves with you. It's only doing what you do. And what you're doing is projecting onto the mirror, onto the screen of space. What's going on within here is what's happening out there. Out there is just the projection. It's just like a movie screen. It's just like that. So whatever you're seeing out there, it initiated in here first. It initiated in consciousness, in your consciousness, in your awareness. And everything you're seeing is the things that you're aware of, not anyone else. It's your awareness. So why are you aware of? Because that's what you're creating. You have to change the way you think. You have to change what you're imagining. You have to recognize that you are a new creature. That all the old stuff is passed away. And behold, all things have become new. So the way you think, the way you speak, what you hear, how you walk, that's all new. You don't walk the same. You don't look the same. You're basically unrecognizable. Like your world will let you know if you've changed or not, right? They're like, you different, man. You different. And instead of taking that being different as a compliment, you look at it like, ain't nothing changed. If there's nothing has changed, then maybe you need to go back to the lab because your family should think that you're different, that you don't talk like them, that you don't think like them, that you operate from a higher mindset now. You don't look at life the way the world looks at it. You're not operating from limitation. You're not talking about doubt and fears and all of that. You don't even there should be a difference. There most certainly should be a difference. Hey, Latoxic, how are you?
Hello. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
All right. You'd mentioned a couple things. I don't want to get you off of I'm going to let you get back.
Right no. You're good.
Talking because I just love hearing you talk. You mentioned a couple things. The first thing was about how spirituality, when you allow it to generate fear in you, is like no different than religion. And I feel this is not a Friday talk, so I'm going to keep this brief. I just wanted to say I feel so vindicated. I think I've said this before because, listen, I had made this comment in this video saying that spirituality is the same as religion when you have demons and spirits and, negative things that can affect you. And all of these things, and I got jumped in the comments. I was jumped. Beat me up. Okay, I was really trying to hold it together. Okay, I was like, y'all do realize it's the same thing when you have like things you can do and can't do, the superstitions. You know, I understand some of them are just cultural. So I'm not trying to, you know, down that or whatever. But yeah, it's still religious. It's just less formulated. Like it's less, you know, corporate. So I'll say that, and then I'll move on from that. And then the other thing you just said about how, like, you should, like, when you change and you come into this awareness of self, I'm adding words in your mouth, so for
no, you're good.
You know, people should be able to see some kind of change in you. Basically, your family should see, you know, that things are different. And I just think about one of the households I grew up in, and the environment was just always super like heavily focused on the news, heavily focused on what's going on, you know, and all the bad things that were going on. And I was raised with the mindset of, you know, you really have to work hard in order to get ahead. You have to work, you know, twice as hard, perhaps much, that type of thing, right? That type of mindset. And it was really embedded in me. Thankfully, on the other side of my family, it wasn't as crazy as that. But what it made me think of was my relationship with one of my parents, and how this parent like always had this mindset about me that I get things so easily. Like I always get things I don't deserve.
Ooh.
Things that, and they
magical,
were,
huh? Magical.
Yeah, it was a very negative mindset, just like, what, you don't deserve it. You know, you're ungrateful. You're whatever. You know, and it just dawned on me, like, yeah, actually, I don't be ungrateful, but you know, yeah, I do actually get a lot of things that, yeah, you're right. I actually don't. I get a lot of things I don't deserve. I get a lot of grace that I didn't do anything for. You know, actually, yeah, I used to really be upset about that, and it made me feel like I needed to kind of like showcase.
People want justification, right?
Yeah, I wanted to like make sure that I was proving that I'm well respected in, you know, whatever my field or whatever it is, to kind of prove that any success that I had was through my hard work.
Right, because it's not that you got something you didn't deserve. In their mind, if you didn't work for it, then how can you say you deserve it? Right. You know, but it's like being born into a rich family. What do you mean the child doesn't deserve the wealth that they're born into?
Exactly.
Are you crazy? What?
And, you know, even though, again, my family was not rich or wealthy, we're familiar and close to people who are genuinely, you know, and so it's like, how could you think the best about them who come from family money and think poorly about me?
Right,
you know?
Right. Because in their minds, they're still trying to compartmentalize and say, well, their family worked for it. And so they're just getting, you know, the benefit of being a part of that family. But when they see someone didn't work for it, right, didn't work hard and slave and sweat, you know, and it just seemed to come so easily and naturally, it's like the mind, the programming, the conditioning can't reconcile that, right?
Right. 100%. That's exactly it. So, you know, in my mind, I'm just like, oh, okay, like, I just am going to have to, you know, get into really absorbing that mindset of, yeah, actually, I didn't do anything to get this. I did have it kind of easier. Yeah, I didn't have to, you know, prove myself all the time. Yeah, I am naturally talented. Yeah, I didn't have to, like, become anything. I just was, you know?
Ooh, I like that. I didn't have to. Say that again for the people in the back. way back there.
Listen, it's all coming together, because I'm like, sometimes I don't realize how deeply those mindsets were embedded in me. I'm like, why am I working so hard? Like, why am I really trying to prove myself? You know, like even my whole lottery win, which even is not just lottery win, but in my mind, my millions that I'm getting, in my mind, I'm like, how am I gonna explain to my how am I gonna deal with my parents who are going to look down on me for winning? You know what I mean?
While they
Like,
enjoying their money, girl.
right.
I'm
You
glad you
know?
did, but I don't understand it. Like they.
Yeah, it's like they don't think, oh God, you didn't deserve it, and that causes a whole nother level of friction, right? Which in my mind, I'm gonna manifest that away actually.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But mentally, that's what I think was holding me back. Was like, this is gonna cause more conflict in my family than I wanted to.
And I think that's for a lot of us, especially that come out of Christianity.
Yeah.
That's that something we have, that's that demon we have to slay. That's that giant in our mind that we have to slay that dragon, right? Because the whole framing of Christianity is that you do not deserve anything.
Mm-hmm.
You're so unworthy of everything. And unless you are, unless you work by the sweat of your brow, you don't deserve it.
Right.
Like, yeah, that's that has been so beaten into us, and we have to like just be like, no. So that's why you have to come from the state of being God, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you have to operate from the God state, because God don't justify ish.
Exactly.
God don't have to, explain or reason itself to another.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't even matter. Like, I just think too about, like, I'm in a sorority, and I won't say the slogan, but one of the slogans we have is very much so about work and
Okay.
how to work, and um it's just ingrained. It's ingrained in so much of just like life and work. Like, it's just I'm just recognizing now
Mm-hmm.
how embedded that concept.
I mean, even when, because that's why you got to be so careful what you give ear to, right? Because
Yes.
when you listen to people who we deem successful in life, whether there are, and most of the time it be celebrities if we're watching TV, right? On some level, it's some type of celebrity, right? Whether it's whatever their talent is, their stardom has come from them saying what?
Yep.
They worked for it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing was given to them. They had to grind gears. They had to put pedal to the metal. They had to eat, drink, and sleep this reality, and there were no days off.
Right.
That's what they tell you. That's what they make sure whoever it is. And then it's even when you heard it, well, actually, you knew such and such and such and such, and you had this relationship, and then but they try to convince us that no, that's not what it was. No, no, no. No, your foot got it, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
The nepotism is okay.
Yeah.
But stop trying to force feed us that you work so hard for this, and we
It's
know
more complicated than that.
that, like when you come to find out who's related to who in Hollywood, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, okay, Lorenz Tate was Sanford, what's his name? Red Fox's
Okay.
grandson or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Like a really close relative, right? And come to find out, like, Fantasia is related to somebody in the music industry. I forget who she was related to. But how everybody's like connected to one another.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone is related to someone on some level, but they want to convince us. Oh no, you just don't understand. This is by chance. Well, none of this is by chance. No.
Yeah, there's a group that had a one-hit wonder, party rocking. It was the group called LMFAO. These like dudes with these fros, these afros, and these glasses. This is back in the 2000s. Back in the 2000s. I don't know if anyone's gonna remember. Anyway, they had a huge, it's called Party Rock Anthem. That's what it's called. Anyway, it was a big hit, and I found out like a few months ago that they're related. They're like uncle and nephew, and then also their relative is like Clive Davis or something. Like it's something. He's someone super famous in the music industry. I just can't remember who it is. But it's just like you would think that, oh, this like one hit wonder just came out of nowhere, and it was like a Berry Gordy. Thank you, Berry Gordy. They're related to Berry Gordy. You would think that that one hit wonder just came out of nowhere, and it was just like an anthem because the people just loved it. And it's like, yeah, that's her.
And then these people are like, I'm trying to make it my own name. Like people don't know who you related to. Like,
Right.
I think they were talking about Solange's nephew. He doesn't want to use in, Knowles, whatever what's his first name? Beyonce and the father.
Smells.
Yeah, no, trying to say, he needs to use our name because it will open up doors. Like, they don't already know.
Right. They know
They
who
know who our nephew is.
Look, first of
They
all,
know
he looks
Solange.
just
Like,
like
why y'all be trying to play mind games with
he
folks?
looks just like Solange too, if I remember
I mean,
correct.
he would go. His doors would be open. I'm sure the doors are already open wide. Stop playing with
Yeah.
us. Like what?
Absolutely. I mean, same with the Kardashians put the girl in the Lion King Lion King production. I don't remember if it was like the Broadway. I think it was Broadway.
Yeah. She got. I can't wait to. Yeah, did she do like I can't wait to be king or something? Like she did one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and it's like, why shouldn't she? Why shouldn't her mama be able to get her a role?
That's the whole
Like
point.
what? Like what? What are we doing?
That's the whole point. And speaking for myself, so my brother. Long story short, my brother and I are both musicians, and we took private lessons growing up. And his violin teacher, we used to travel from where we lived all the way out to like the rich suburbs to go to my brother's private lessons. And his teacher knew the orchestra director at the school that my brother ended up going to college. And by virtue of me being related to him, I got into that school a lot easier.
There you go. See?
You know what I mean? So, and I didn't know. I knew his violin teacher, but he had long moved on from that. But those little things, and he, the orchestra director also knew my grandmother because she played in the orchestra that he directs, like on the side here, like a local orchestra here, and so it all, you gotta use what you got. Okay, you gotta use what you have, whatever that is, to get in there, because that was an expensive school, and I think he hooked me up because of my connection to my connection to my grandmother and my brother.
But here's the thing: like, we understand the law of mind, right? So we know we don't have to know anybody, right? But that's just the outer workings that all had to come together, because you're supposed to be in that school anyway. Whatever was needed to happen, happened. We're just looking from the outside in, but we know it all started from within, right? We all know that everything happens from inside out, not outside in. So yes, it gives the appearance that, oh, well, this person knew this person, that person knew that person. None of that even matters, right? Because whoever you need to meet, whoever you need to know, in order for you to end up in that experience, is going to take place. It's going to happen in a natural, normal way, and everybody's going to look at it and be like, well, that's only because you knew so and so, and that's only because Northwest had a desire to be in that play. It just so happened that her mother could get her there.
Exactly.
It just so that was just one of the roles to her success. But she would have got it. Her faith was stronger than she would have got it without Kim.
Period. Simple as that. I mean, look at Kanye, right? Like, or just like someone like that who's, really did kind of have to build up from nothing. Like, she believed in himself.
Because some people think that they can't get places because they don't know the right people, and that's not what we're saying.
No,
we're not saying that you need to, smooth with the right people, be in the right room, be around millionaires if you want to be a millionaire. No, that's not what we're saying.
No, definitely not saying that at all. It's just like one of those things where it's like, it can happen basically however you need it to happen.
Yep.
The ways the avenue is going to be made regardless.
Yep.
Whether or not you have the connections or not.
Yep. Yeah.
It's all about just what do you want.
Because the connections are going to be made.
Right.
Because things happen in a natural, normal way, right? Like, and a lot of times when things happen in a natural, normal way, that's why people say it's coincidence. Or that would have happened anyway. Well, look at all the work you put in. Look at what you did. They look at the outer and don't realize the way it started with a state first. I had to see myself with it. Right. So when your millions come through, however they come through, people are going to look at either going, if it comes to the lottery, folks gonna say it was luck. Girl, you just like, and people really do win. Oh my goodness, people really do win. My friend, my daughter, my cousin, whatever, right? They're gonna be like, oh, it's not a hoax. It really does happen. People really do win. But girl, you know, man, how you get so lucky? Girl, I need to rub you. Come here. I need to have you next to me. Everybody gonna want to be your friend. Then everybody gonna want to get a little piece of the toxic. They're gonna be like, girl, work that magic over here.
Period. I'm happy to share the love. I'm happy to share the love.
Yes. Yes. But they're not gonna say it's because you dreamed it or because
Right.
you imagined it. It can never be because your mind said so, because you know you said it, you know. Now some people would do be like, she did say she was gonna win. She used to say it all the time. I know that she, you know, some people are still gonna try to chalk it up to luck, because the lottery has you thinking, oh, your odds, right? There's no odd. You can't think of odds and all of that when it comes to something you want to experience.
Sure can. It just is.
It just is. It just is. You just gotta know that you know that you know.
Period. That's all I came up to say. I appreciate that.
Oh, I appreciate you too. Love these conversations. Yes, yes. Yep. Our imagination is the reality that is produced. Yep. Just gotta know. It's already mine. Oh yes, that documentary with Kanye West and his mom. Oh my goodness, so beautiful how she just knew all of his raps, right? And how she just knew, you know, and how just she just was his biggest cheerleader. And some people get kind of discouraged too when maybe they don't have friends or family who may be as supportive as, say, a Kanye West's mom, right? There are so many people that say that their family didn't believe in them. There are so many people that are successful that said, yeah, my family, and they were like, oh my goodness. And no, but even when they tell the story, it's all, I don't care. Maybe it won't be the people you think should be your number one fan, because I had to listen to J. Cole, and he was talking about how he's talking always being, you know, the rapper that he is today, and how he was hanging out with all his friends, but he was saying he wanted to be this musical person or have this career in music. And the friends, he said, they basically did like a intervention with him, because they're like, dude, you keep saying that you're going to be this thing, but you hanging out. And he was like, yeah, but I'm hanging out with you. He said, that's the problem. You hanging out with us. How? We ain't doing that. We ain't not talking about being that. How are you hanging out with us every day saying that that's the life that you want? And so they kind of helped him realize that he wasn't living the dream in which he was saying he was. He wasn't living that life out. And so that kind of woke him up. Right. And it was his friends. He didn't say it was his family. He didn't say his mama set him down. It was the people that he was around every day. So, and even if you don't have that, you're going to have to learn how to be your own cheerleader. You're going to have to learn how to be your own cheerleader. Because there is always going to end up being somebody that's going to tell you you can do it. But for some reason, we think, well, if it don't come from the person I think it should come from, then that means I don't have any supporters. No, you're going to have to lean into those who are there to lift you up, to, you know, encourage you, and stop looking at the ones who's not doing it. Who cares about who's not doing it? Let's just focus on who is. And the biggest supporter that you need is yourself. So sometimes you're just going to have to look in that mirror, literally look in the mirror, and tell yourself how great you are. Like literally, not figuratively. Literally. Get up in the morning while you're brushing your teeth, combing your hair, grooming yourself, and talk to yourself in the mirror. And be your own best friend. Be your own cheerleader. Yes. Be your biggest fan. Got big ego, right? Because, you know, if you're fishing for compliments, looking for people to validate you, people can barely figure out their own life, and you thinking they gonna support you in yours. People so all over the place. You know, like you looking for people, they can barely support themselves with their own ideas, and you think they got time to try to figure out how to help you lift you up. They swimming, they they going swimming up the river. They're going up the river. They're going in the river the wrong way. they swimming upstream. Hello, Anna. How are you? It's been a while. How you been,
I
friend?
know. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're great. Thank you.
I might sound a little funny. My ears are kind of plugged, so sorry about that.
Oh, no problem.
I just wanted to like add on. For me, the last I guess couple of months, I've been just like really focusing on being rich within myself. Uh, Meaning kind of like really getting to know myself, relaxing, sleeping well, eating good, sweet potatoes and good butter and good food, uh, even wearing nice lotion, smelling good, sleeping. And what I have found with that is my dreams. I have started, um, uh, what do you call it? When I'm dreaming at night, I'm reacting in my dreams. It's like I'm uh, maybe awake in my dreams and able to do things in my dream, like uh, stick up for myself in the dream, have a conversation in the dream, like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this and da 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 da, and it's crazy. Um, and also, I think being more relaxed and more rested, things come to me easier because maybe I'm in my head and I'm in my thoughts. And like prime example, I'll give you a prime example. My girlfriend, she's very dear to me. We were in the military together. So I've known her for probably about 30 years, but she's always had kind of issues with flying and things like that. So usually I go out to Atlanta to see her. Well, I started seeing her in my house, like talking to her in my house, like, like, well, in my mind, you know what I mean? And we're going to go chase waterfalls today. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Da, 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 da. And then yesterday she called me and then we were having a conversation and she said, well, I think I'm ready to come out there and see you. Yeah, so that was pretty awesome. She said, yeah, she said, I'll be out there in September. She said, she has it all planned out. She's gonna spend a little extra money because she found out, like, if you fly business or first class, I'm like, yeah, if you fly business or first class, um, you will have a little bit more leg room. Yes. I don't fly coach. I'm too old for that. You know what I mean? But so I just wanted to tell you that I think a big part of manifesting for me now is uh, treating myself very, very well. Whether it's good lotion, nice pajamas, sleeping, eating good, resting. I think when I'm rested, it just affects everything. And that's pretty much what I wanted to say.
That's
And
beautiful. You reminded me,
yeah,
that's what I started being more intentional about slowing down.
yes,
Like
yes,
everything, I don't care what I'm doing. I don't care if I'm at the register. I don't care from where I'm walking. Whatever I'm doing is with ease and flow and no rush. And to be
yes,
so mindful of that, because I was eating some food right after I had made that video that day. I had got some food ordered out, and I found myself like rushing to eat. And I was like, what am I doing? Like, why am I like feel like I gotta hurry, take one bite and barely chew that and then take it? And I'm like, oh, what do let me oh my goodness. I'm like, and sometimes I guess you do things you don't even know where that you're doing it, but now I'm being more intentional about being aware of how
yeah.
I'm moving through life.
that's a big part. Yeah. Being more aware, because earlier you said, uh, kind of like your internal is your external. And I have noticed that. When I'm out and about dealing with people, sometimes they're surprised by me, before, like maybe in my former life, I would have been like, what the hell? You know what I mean? And it's like, well, they could be surprised about me that I'm beautiful. They could be just, wow,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
things like that. I've kind of had a shift in my mindset, but doing a lot of self-care. And it doesn't have to be on a big big grand thing. Just small things. Buying some good butter, eating something delicious, enjoying a nice bath, actually sleeping, getting rest. I think that helps me kind of with the manifestation, little things. I manifested a couch the other day.
Oh, okay.
If I put something in my head that I'm looking for this, it might appear 2 or 3 days later. Nice. But it's very I'm very clear. I'm very clear-minded.
Clear and effortless, right?
Yes.
And that's what we're all about, recognizing how effortless it is. That there is no push, pull, or force. And the only thing we need to manipulate is our own mind. That's all we have to do is change the way we think.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Reminding ourselves to treat ourselves well. And it all starts with, how do you talk to yourself, right? How do you talk to yourself? That is just, that's where it stems from. Recognizing that you deserve to have the finer things in life, whatever that means to you. Hey, Glazed. Did you mean to come up? Hey.
Namaste.
Oh, that's okay.
You can drop me.
Okay, no problem. Hey, Gigi. What's up, bestie?
Hi, bestie. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. Because I got new headphones.
Oh, nice.
I manifested 2 headphones.
Nice.
I was thinking to myself, man, I would really like some new, like regular size headphones, and I would really like some earbuds. And I said, I'm gonna get those. I'm gonna get those free. And I was like, I'm gonna get these earbuds, and they're free. I'm gonna get these headphones, and they're free. So my husband comes home, and a friend of ours who rents from us also, he said, hey, he goes, honey, he gave these headphones, to you, because you know how you like technology and stuff like that. And I said, headphones? He goes, yeah. And then one headphone was like the one I was thinking about, and then the other one was the black earbuds.
All right.
And then I was like, and at first I was like, why am I getting free headphones? About that, right? And I said to my husband, well, I said, honey, you can use them too. He goes, yeah, I know. He goes, but he goes, but he gave them to you because you like technology. He goes, my husband says, I'm more like your brother. I'm not really much into technology and whatnot. So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, and I said, I was looking at something on TikTok with earbuds, and I'm like, wait a minute, I just got free I said, oh my God, I got earbuds. The earbuds I've been looking at TikTok, those are the ones I was like, no way. So I've been having so much fun with this, especially with the book that we're reading.
Mm-hmm.
And on the day of this, which was St. Valentine's, that we were talking about, you know, how we have to be doers of the word, and how to be instead of yearning. You be instead of yearning. That whole entire time, I was thinking about flowers for Valentine's, and I said, man, I would love roses. I love roses, but I also love lilies. And in my area here, lilies are kind of hard to find. But I said, nah, I'm the master of my own reality. Yes. I'm gonna get 2 different color roses, and lilies are gonna be attached to it. So I was thinking like pink and red, thinking pink and red, pink and red. So when my husband comes back and he surprises me with flowers for Valentine's, he got me the roses. Yeah. And the roses had pink and red together, which I've never really seen them like that before. They're either pink or they're either red, or they're like pink and white or red and white. They're never like at a store. Like if you go to like a flower shop, you can say, oh, I want these 2 colors together. But usually at a store, like you really don't see them rearranged like that. And he said, yeah, these were. He said, I was at the store and these caught my attention. I had a feeling that you were gonna like these. And then when I looked at it closely, these little like lily buds, and they're opening right now, and they're pink. As they're opening, they're pink and they're gorgeous. We just had such a great Valentine's. It's like I manifested the dinner we were gonna have,
Nice.
the candy, everything, and I'm like, I mean, my God, have fun with this. I am having a blast.
Yes. Remind us to have fun. Yes. That's what it's about.
So yeah. But the earbuds was what got me, and I was looking at, and I'm like, and I looked at the earbuds. I was like, oh, these earbuds look familiar. And then when I look at because like on TikTok you go shopping and stuff, and you can save. And I was about to buy them, and then I was like, wait a minute. I was like, oh my God, I just got these for free. Well, I did say, bring me free earbuds and bring me free headphones. So I got it. So yeah, that chapter, and I mean, I don't want to talk about the book here, but that chapter in that book really, really helped a lot. The discussion that we had, and yeah. But
I mean, yeah, it's okay to reference the book. I mean, it's helping you with manifesting. That's what it's all about, right? It's about helping you to bring forth your reality and make it, part of your experience.
But what I like that it was explained to you, because you know how they say that you have to either act as if or live from the end and stuff like that. That chapter really explained how to live from the end and to act as if you already have the thing is just to be. So that actually made it so much easier to, when you're just being the person with the flowers, being the person with the earbuds, and you don't worry about the how or the when, because there's no way in heck I would have thought that, our friend / tenant who rents from us would be the one to give us this.
Right.
Never in my wildest dreams.
Right.
Would I think that. So, and for some reason I just threw the word free. I said, why not? Let's get it for free.
Hey.
So yeah, the B is what's been helping a lot. So I've been having a lot of fun being.
Be still, being. Yes, I feel you on that. Yep, that's be, and your body thanks you too when you can release all of that tension and all of that worry and all of that trying to figure it out. When you just be in the moment, be still, be present, be and do whatever you would naturally be and do.
Can I add something? I've been listening to a lot of Neville Goddard at night. I didn't start reading your guys' book selection because I was on vacation, so that's why I didn't get into it. But I listen a lot to him on YouTube, and like you just said, like, or Gigi just said about the chapter about being, that's been the whole thing with me about taking care of myself, the self-care, because I want to be the person that is well taken care of.
Yes.
And in order to be well taken care of, you have to do that. You know, for me, you know, like if I'm going to be that person, I got to be about it, you know, in all ways, in everything. Like I was saying, nice pajamas, good smelling lotion, good food, rest, good books, and it is a big when you embody that person, or like I have embodied that person, it is a big change. Like today when I went to go have my blood drawn, the gal that was drawing my blood, she was like, you know what, Mrs. Hoover, every time you come in here, you look amazing. She's like, you're just beautiful. You're always well put together. She's like, you just, wow, you know? And it's because I want to be that person that is well taken care of. Yes. And I always tell myself that I'm very well taken care of. I'm very well taken care of. And I am well taken care of. Yes. I mean, I am. Yes. So yeah, that's it.
Yep. Blaze Dale says it all starts with love and I am statements. Yep. It's about loving you, right? You know, right? And with that, what does that look like to you? And so for Anna and many of us, it means to be well taken care of. To be well taken care of. It's so beautiful, right? And I think that's something all of us should take into consideration with who do we say that I am. I am someone who is well taken care of, right? And so remember we were talking about the role of a king in a kingdom, or the role of a queen, right? They're well taken care of. They don't do ish for themselves. Everything is done for them, right? And so as you are the king and you're on the throne, or the queen of your castle, and you're living this life with ease, right? They're not in a rush. There is no urgency. There's no emergency. Everything, there is no time. It's just flow. Just flow. Like everything is just flowing with ease, with effortlessness, being present, right? Understanding that you deserve the very best. The very best. However you define it. Whatever you say, like Anna said, whether it's the more expensive butter, or whether you're deciding to learn how to be at ease and get really good rest while you're sleeping, right? And choosing to, I'm going to sleep in real nice pajamas. And the lotions are going to smell good, and the perfumes, and I'm going to, I go out into the world, I'm going to be well put together because I'm well taken care of. Whatever that looks like for you, right? Because it's going to look different for everybody, right? We're not cookie cutters. We're not Stepford wives or the Stepford, like we're doing things from our own perspective. Remember, there's no right or wrong, but it's whatever you say that means. Go ahead, Anna, and then we'll go to Ray all day.
Oh, no, I wasn't going to say anything. I just wanted to also say that when I'm in that mode of being well taken care of, or when I'm that person, people tend to want to take care of me. They want to take care of me, whether it's if I'm at the grocery store, they want to find me something, or
how can I be of assistance to you, right? How can I assist you today?
Yes.
How can I help you to?
How can I assist you? When I went to go look for a couch, when I walked in, right away, she was like, "What are you looking for?" And then she knew her product, and what color? And then she put me a packet together, gave me samples, and she's like, take it home and do like really, really, really professional, very, very professional. Everything's well put together. And I think like, and people give me things too. Like they want to give me things, you know, and it's because I tell myself, I have always been well taken care of. I'm always well taken care of, even regardless with, even with my ex-husbands, they've always taken care of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, you know what I mean? Like, they weren't the greatest, but they always did what they were supposed to do.
Yes.
And I think that that's what I embody, being well taken care of.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Come with that expectation. Joyous expectation of what you have desired. Expect it, right? Not just saying it, but expecting it. Hello, Ray all day.
Hello, Toya. Hello, everyone. Happy Manifesting Wednesday. I can't believe it's Wednesday already. Oh, man. You know what? I resonate with everything that's been said. And every time I come to these lives, Toya, I feel like I'm brought back to reality.
Mhm.
You know, I feel like, okay, this is where home is, you know? So that leads me to say that when I'm out in the world, you really do have to be focused on your desires. Like you really have to be disciplined on embodying that state that you want to be in, you know, and like there's a lot going on, and those distractions will take you off of your focus because it happens to me. And like, I'm out here, I'm trying, you know, to embody that end state. And like, you know, if I lose my awareness, I know how to bring myself back. And I'll even think like about something someone said during the live or something that you said, Toya. And, you know, so I'm actively thinking about all these things, right? And I'm realizing that I don't have space. I don't have energy to carry those old stories anymore. I just don't. So now that I'm walking into this new state, I just don't have room for those old stories. And when they come up, and I might indulge in them, because you know there's some addiction to like the suffering, right? And especially when you're on TikTok and people are like, yeah, you know, you got all these people wondering where you at, you know, and then you're like, yeah. So I do kind of it does take me back to, yeah, they don't know what they lost, and you know. It puts me in that mind state that doesn't propel me forward, is what I'm saying. Doesn't propel me forward to being that you know, this free, independent, self-sufficient person, self-loving, self-caring person that I want to be if I'm still carrying those people did me wrong stories or how I had to overcome, you know, those people. So yeah, so that's really all I wanted to say. When you're practicing embodying the state, you realize how much energy that requires, because you are imagining your, you know, your heart's desires. You're imagining.
So do you find it to be effortless, or do you find it to be a chore?
I think so. It is effortless. It becomes a chore when I'm trying to hold these other narratives. That's what I'm saying. So I really have to let it go. You know, like my struggle stories, I have to let it go. Like if it looks easy now, I have to tell people because it is easy. You know, I can't say, well, you know what I went through. You know?
All my life, I had to.
You know, they say the people who shine the brightest, they've been through some things. Let me tell you. You know.
Gotta tell that struggle story, boy. Like, you just don't know what I've been through.
I really can't do it anymore because honestly, for real, when you are in a state of alignment, you see who you really are. And who I really am, I am that easy breezy girl. I am that I'm a crack a joke when I'm in ICU. You know, I am that person. You know, like when the nurse came in and she was like, "Oh, they collapsed your veins." I was like, "Yeah, well, he was sticking me. He kept sticking me." And she was like, "Well, why'd you let him stick you?" And I'm like, "Cause he was cute." You know?
I know that's right.
That's me. That's me. And so when I was going through those trying times, I questioned whether I could still smile, you know, because would people think that what I'm going through isn't that tough, you know? And I had to get to a point where I was like, I still get to smile. You know, even when it's hard, I still get to smile. So that's where I am now. You know, I'm not trying to make people feel sorry for me because I don't even feel sorry for me. I truly don't. But sometimes these narratives, you hear them all the time. You know, you got to work hard, and everybody says it. The Obamas say it. Everybody says it.
And
I really think
and
it's like,
this whole
like my friend
perception
said,
of strong means that you have no feelings.
yeah.
Like you're this stone wall, that you're cold.
Right.
And it's like, no, it's okay to be vulnerable, right? It's okay to have to cry.
Yes.
That's okay, right? It's like we're soaring our head about what other people think.
Right.
And that's where we have to get out of our head of what there are no other people. They're thinking what you're thinking. So if you're okay with it, everybody else is okay with it. It's not about trying to be something that other people think we should be. It's who do you say that I am? Who do you say that I am? And maybe a lot of us don't ask ourselves that question enough. And then sit long enough to have to answer it. Or letting the question linger and then letting the answer come when it comes. Because it may not come in the moment in which you asked it. Sometimes it may come from you coming to this realization, I have to stop putting up a facade.
Yes.
I have to stop trying to be what other people think I should be because other people told me I wasn't enough. Or that voice in your head saying, you know, yeah, see, that's why you don't have a lot of friends because you're just too much. People just can't handle you. See, you just be in the way. You too this, you too that. And you got to quiet that noise. Because that's the old story. That's the old story.
Yeah.
And
the work is really you. The work is really you. It's yours to do. It really isn't about anyone else at all.
And you really have to. And I know we say work, but you have to look at it. It's not a job, right? I told you the only job you have is the joy of being. Look at it as it's the way. It's the way I'm choosing to be. This is my way that I'm choosing to be. I'm going this way. You can take that path. You can take that path. This is my path. This is my lane. This is the way. This is the way for me. It may not have to be, nobody else has to agree with it. Nobody has to validate it. Nobody has to co-sign it. This is the way.
Yeah. I think it feels like a work when we're trying to carry those other narratives. But if you simply say, this is this is my way, and this way works for me. You know, I've been told by a parent since, you know, a kid, since I was a child, you're on the wrong path. You're on the wrong road to nowhere. And it's like, well, how do you even know where I'm going?
That part.
But the thing is, I never believed that. Never. And I would say it's just because of how I'm wired. Because it's so easy for me not to believe that. Because it's like, well, how could it be on the wrong path? You know, when I'm on my path, how is that wrong? You know? So some things for me, they seem easy because it's just how I'm made up. And then there are other things that I do struggle with, and it does become work for me in letting go of certain narratives that that have kind of like attached themselves to me. And so I have to spend time, I do have to spend time thinking about them. And that's what I mean by the work. I have to spend time thinking about them, identifying them, and then saying that's not true. You know? So that's what I meant by the work. And I think
but that's the story you're telling.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to justify it being hard. But that's okay. It's your world. You know, you know, the choice does not need to be justified, but you feel like you need a reason for it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but you don't need to justify the reason. Just because you choose to is enough.
Okay.
Just because you say so, that's all. You don't need to justify it. You know,
so
because they're telling the story, because you keep saying trying. So when you're trying, you're not being. And so that's why we want you to be more and do less. You're doing too much because you keep trying to make it so. And we're here to tell you it's already done. You know, you don't got to try to make it anything. Just need to learn to relax and be present, be still.
I think because I'm a writer, I try to make, you know, sense of things, meaning, and connect dots. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. So where your connected dots leading you to? More hard work?
Well, yeah, more hard work, but also I do gain some awareness. Like, I was looking back at some old pictures on Facebook because I finally figured out my password for Facebook a few weeks ago.
You remind me of a friend that I have. So I have a friend that's an actress. I would like it should be the easiest thing for you to play the role of the person you desire to be because you act for a living. So I'm going to say that to you. It should be the easiest thing in the world for you to do, to write out your life because you write for a living.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Why are we not taking the easiest road? The easiest path is the answer. To just write your life out.
Yeah. That's actually a good practice because I do think in story. I do think of my own life as a story, but I don't.
But you want to keep talking about the old one, but what you don't realize is you keep telling the old story.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna need you to write the new story and then.
I know, I am. I'm going to now.
Okay.
This is why I come here. I come here for these lessons because I know I already know that I need to leave those old narratives behind. They're not serving me. There's really no room for them where I'm going. So yes, I'm gonna write my new story. Yes. Okay. Ooh, so good.
You got this. But again, remember, there's no wrongness though. So if you want to struggle through life, it's okay.
I don't.
Okay. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, Mia. How you doing, beautiful?
Hey, look, I've been struggling. I was trying to finish one job so I can join you. Hey, Gigi. Hey, boo. Hey, everybody. Yes, I was struggling trying to finish one job so I can come back and see y'all. I'm not supposed to be booking stuff on my Wednesday church with Toya. So
you're not struggling. You're easily. You've been easily.
Right.
Easily.
Easily going from one telehealth. All right, let me end this telehealth.
Easily.
Easily. Let me hurry up and get out of this supervision so I can come have my church, my Wednesday Bible study manifestation. But I've been listening the whole time though. And I love what I've been hearing. And I love I think it was what Anna Hoover said, and she's so right. Like when you like show yourself the love and you're like doing that, like the world will mirror that. And like people will want to help you. And then you have to catch yourself because you will turn down help at first. You'll be like, oh, I got it. Like, hold on now. Let me accept this help. You know, you'd be like, you're supposed to struggle. You're supposed to make things hard. And you have to really catch yourself with accepting nice things and generous things from people. And it's okay, but you wonder like, how is me taking care of me better, making other people want to take care of me? And it's really a thing. Like when people see how well you take care and nurture for yourself, whether it's just how you carry yourself. Now it could be a gift and a curse when it comes to dating, but it's a gift, really. It's not a curse. Because even like when dating, like a man may see you and be like, she takes care of herself really well. She loves herself really well. Let me not mess with her.
We're to weed out the ones who ain't ready to step up.
Yes. So I just think in general, you really attract people who want to care for you in the way you care for yourself. So I think it's really dope that, you know, she's right. Anna's right. That really does happen. You know, people just are more pleasant with you. It just mirrors back with you. People are more willing to do things for you. And of course, your aura and everything has to match, right? You can't take care of yourself physically and be an ugly person on the outside as well as far as your energy. So your aura and all of that has to match what you're giving out as well, of course. But people who love themselves are usually sweet people, right? Because if I'm good to you, you're gonna be good to me because that's good for me. And I think that's super duper important. And she's right. And you know, we have to kind of really make sure we are taking care of ourselves first. The struggle bus. Get off busting loose. You remember busting loose, Toya?
Busting Loose.
With Richard Pryor.
I haven't seen that movie, and I don't really remember. It's been
With
years.
With Cicely Tyson.
It's been years.
We're getting off the busting loose struggle bus.
It's on Tubi. It's a great
And
movie.
we getting into the G-Wagon. And we riding off into the sunset with the easy life.
Yes.
Life is supposed to be easy.
Yes.
Easy peasy. I'm getting these groceries delivered. Or I'm picking them up. Yeah. I'm getting valet every time. Yes, I'm doing it. I'm going to pay for convenience. I don't care. It's just money. It's going to end up back in the account. On the little digits going to go back up. They're going to dwindle back down and they're going to go back up.
Like the waves, right? Ebb and flow. The tide goes in, tide comes out, right? Goes in and out. Ebb and flow. Yep.
But we gonna do the easy in life until some husband come up in here and make me stop. And how about that? I ain't gonna marry nobody that's gonna make me stop. I'm gonna marry somebody who got the money that's gonna help us. We're gonna live the easy life together.
Absolutely.
But yes, I loved what I've been hearing everybody say. Yes, it's really easy. It's just I feel like sometimes you just have to make the decision and let it go, and just focus your thoughts on your desires, not on the what ifs, not on. I think the if word. And I was watching something really powerful and working in ABA with children, and the term PREMAC principle is an ABA term that we use, and it's the if-then principle. And this is how we teach children about transitioning and how to work on later. I'm gonna tell you that it's effective, but it be pissing the kids off because that word if, that's a fighting word. That word if is messy. So I don't like to use the word if anymore with my children that I work with. I use the word when. Because if is like, if what then? If what? What if I don't then? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't do this, then what? It's almost like a threat on your autonomy. You know? So the if just tears us up all inside, and we deal with the ifs even into adulthood. When is now? When will be whenever you do it. When gives you the decision, it gives you a little bit of autonomy back. Because when is now. Whenever it is, it's going to be now.
Yes.
Now,
Love that.
if gives me the control over you a bit more. So I think the if word is something that we kind of get in our mind. If it happens, what if it don't? If gives someone else the power outside of you, right?
Yep.
If God decides to bless me, if I beg enough, maybe he'll give it to me. Right? So if messes with us from childhood, because we don't know if we deserve that job, if we deserve this car, if we deserve all the money we think we need to make, if we deserve this relationship, if I deserve, you know what I'm saying? No, when I get it, because I already know it's mine.
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
Ooh, like that tea.
I wanted to add, and good seeing everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Thank you. Oh, love it. Oh, when? Not if. There is no if, ands, or buts about it. It's only when. And when is now. Love that. We have Mr. Ronnie. I don't know if Mr. Ronnie meant to come up. Hello, Mr. Ronnie.
Hello, I did.
Okay.
It was my desire to come up.
Okay. How you doing?
I'm terrific. How you doing, Miss T?
Great. Thank you.
And hello to everybody on the panel, Mia, everyone, and Gigi. Man, I've been waiting for this manifesting Wednesday because I manifested something and I'm like, wow. And it started.
Got us on pins and needles. We ready to hit this one. Go ahead.
Cat out the bag, man. Let the cat out the bag. How you doing, Ronnie? I'm sorry. I'm messing with you. Take your time.
No.
Sorry. Go ahead.
It started last Saturday night. Well, not Saturday night evening. I went to the grocery store and I had my grandson with me and I bought some items. Allowed him to pick some items up for himself and bought some items. We came home. We did a little cooking, la. So he went home. So I get up Sunday morning and I say, I need to go to the store. So I go get in my car and do all the things I need to do. And I look in my little bag and my wallet wasn't there. And I said, now, wait a minute. I know I went to the grocery store and the only place I went was the grocery store and home. So I know, or I knew, it was at the grocery store. I knew. So I said, oh man. So I said, let me manifest this. I said to myself, it's at the grocery store. Now I want you to understand that this particular grocery store is a very large grocery store. So a lot of people come in and out. And where I dropped it or lost it at the grocery store, I have no idea. But I said to myself, don't give yourself a second thought about it not being there. Just know and be. Just know, using your word, T. No, just know. And so I goes to the grocery store. I go to customer service. You know, I had to wait in line. I mean, I just couldn't walk up. I mean, you know, I'm already in pins and needles. So I had to wait till my turn came. So I goes to the cashier and tell her my issue. And she asked me my name. And, you know, I'm going to say my name very proudly. Because I know. She looks in there, and out came my wallet. So I knew at that time I had manifested. Because someone could have picked it up and kept it. I had my debit and credit cards in there. So they could have picked it up and kept it, whatever they wanted to do, you know. And I said to the lady, I said, you know what? Not only are you beautiful, you are fantastic. So I just couldn't wait to manifesting winds to come about, you know, because I wanted it. But then I caught the tail end of Friday. I'm like, how this happened? Who is this? I'm like, I'm catching the tail end of Friday, right? And the tail end of Friday was this guy. You had said to everyone, you had said, look, I don't mind people coming up. This is not a debate, just a discussion, not a debate. So you had two people, maybe three people that I remember. One was a lady. She wanted to get into the feminine part of how maybe women was better than men. You said, hold tight, hold tight. We're not going there. She came back again. Wait a minute. You must didn't listen to what I said. We're not gonna do this gender thing. We're just not gonna do it. Got her straight. Bro, a man came up there. You told him we not debating. So you laid down the rule and you told him about some things. He said, yeah, okay, yeah. And then he came back and you told him, I had told you we're not debating. At the end, he said, oh, she's not ready for me. And I said to myself, if you had been a follower of T, you couldn't have said that because everybody that followed T knows she would have ate you alive. You don't know. She gave you a break. I'm like, did he really know what he said? I said, I know he must have been just scrolling through and caught because when he said, "Oh, she ain't ready," she ain't ready for me. I said, bro. And I was listening to the panel just a few minutes ago, and everybody talking about more or less the easy life, and I'm saying to myself, well, I'm lazy now. Well, not now, but I'm lazy. Because what I'm doing is I'm taking everything you talk about, T, and some I do get some of the Neville Goddard stuff and listen to it. But I'm saying, here's my latest streak, and I know it's my story, and I can say it. Here's my latest. I'm listening to you all, and especially your T, and listening to your teaching and your doctrine. And I said, well, why I got to go read when you tell me just go live and be it? Why? Because as I have heard you say, no matter what book you read, they're all talking about you, right? So you done told me that you manifest every day. Every day you manifest, and just be it. Just be it. And so then I came up with this question. I'm like, okay, I manifested though my wallet. I was just it. There's other things that I want to manifest, or I've been trying to manifest, or hoping to manifest. And it seems, my story, it seems to be that they're taking their own good time. And so I use what you told me, is I already have it. Just give thanks to it. And that's what I'm doing. But now I got to go with the time thing. Because you're just taking this time, right?
Okay.
I mean, there's so much you have to comprehend here where there's no time. It's going to be on time when you have it. I'm like, okay. So that was my manifesting Wednesday that I wanted to tell you that I just enjoyed your Friday.
Thank you.
Your Friday. Saturday is kind of rough for me. The reason I say I want to say Saturday is rough for me because I do what you tell me to do. I go out and live. And if I go out and live, I can't sit on the phone and listen. That makes sense. And see, this is what's so profound. I listen to you talk and tell people different things. And then I see your videos. I'm saying, she walked the walk. She talked the talk, she walked the walk. I said, well, then that's what I got. I can't sit on the phone all day and not walk the walk and talk the talk. I got to get out and do that. I got to be loved. And it seemed like to me, I have always been loved. But in listening to you, you reinforced it because you gave all of the descriptives of love. And so, with all the descriptors of love, especially the one where it says, "Love hold no judgment, no, it doesn't hold anything against you. It forgets," and that is the burden that is lifted off of you. Oh, one other thing. In that Friday live you had, I believe there was two ladies that came on, and they was like, "Whoa, man, you said, oh, I get it. Ooh, I mean, I think you turned those two around. I'm like, that's what we're looking for. That's what we listen, because it seems like there's a lot of people let me not use that adjective. Let's just say there are people come on not to listen, or they'll listen to be combative and not listen to understand. But those two ladies that came on Friday, especially when I know, she said, I'm coming back. Because when you listen to learn, it's different from listening to debate.
Yeah.
And what you're trying to tell everybody, well, what you're telling is, I want to give out some stuff. If you just listen, but if you have questions, then I'll answer your questions. But when people want to show you they've been studying all these 900,000 religions and they want to confront you with it, you be like, really? Seriously?
It's funny.
Really? You want to tell me all that? And I like the one you say, and what does that do for you? You done studied all this for 900 years. No, what does that do for you? And then you said, what is the first thing? It's a thought. The first thing is a thought. You got to think before you can act. And where are you getting that thought from? You get it from your belief, your experience. And if you're believing in the Abraham religion, you got that fear in you. It's just there.
It's just there.
You can't help it because how can you believe that story of creation? How can you? And people won't listen, because when the last time you seen a man give birth?
I love it. I love it. I love it.
When you just stop and listen, because I thought that's the way it was.
Me too. I did too. I was there.
No, I didn't thought that was. No, let me back up. I was taught that, and I believed it.
Yeah.
I was taught that, and I believed it. Now, when you get somebody say, well, "Why don't you just think for yourself?" Yeah, when the last time you? And then Tori said this one. Oh, this has been a while, Tori. You said if one man does something, then there's going to be some other men that do that same thing. A lot of airplane. How many airplanes we got down? Started with the Wright brothers, supposedly, if that's correct. But look how many airplanes. Anything a pair of shoes. How many people making shoes then? So I'm like, wow. If one man can turn water into wine, everybody else can too.
Yep.
But you don't see that. So it'd be like, are you thinking, or you just dogmatic about what somebody taught you? You can't stop and say, let me just think about it. Mm-hmm. And so these are the things that you have given to me to make me just stop and think. Just stop and listen. Because at 76, you want to think you know everything. You really do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But then you realize, you know what? I don't know nothing. At 76, be like, man, I have a reason a reason for living now, to love. Everything I do now, I do it in the respect of love. Mm-hmm. So when I go to the VA hospital, it's like they lays out the red carpet for me. I mean, I'm like, as they were saying, how they're easy and peasy. It's just, I walk in, there has been time when, you expect, you got to wait for me. I walk in, I sign in, and before I can sit down, I mean, I'm literally, this is a fact. Before I can sit down, they're bringing me in to wait on me. I'm like, wow.
Nice.
That
Nice.
aura, that love that you sends out, people feel it. And then with me being who I am, let me say this. I always have to give females a compliment, one way or the other. However they look, you know, the compliments going depends on their age and whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the compliment is definitely going to make them smile. I'm not going to give you a compliment if it's not going to make you smile or laugh. I'm just not going to do that. But I'm gonna give you one though, because I know it's going to make you. Because I'm already thinking that way. I'm already thinking, how can I make your day better? Because you're making my day better.
Nice.
It's not fair for me to have such a beautiful life and not share it with someone.
Ooh, love that. That's it. That's it.
Right now, after I tell my kids, I feel like I'm like, I know it's hard for people, grassroots to me being 76, but I feel like I'm 28. And you say, well, what was you doing at 28? Riding around smoking reefer and drinking wine.
You funny.
Looking at pretty women. You know what I mean? Looking at pretty women, riding around smoking reefer and drinking wine. And so since I don't work, right? I don't work. I mean, well, I teach tennis, but that's a passion. That's not a job. And so I have a chance to ride around. Now I don't smoke, but I take the gummies, and I just feel good.
Yes.
I just feel absolutely good. You know, my story is no health problems.
Yes. Yes.
I just feel good about life. And,
That's
and
beautiful. 76, no health problems, you know? Hey, you're a unicorn.
I am. To run across you, and you are teaching. I mean, what's so great about your teaching? It's not only do you teach it, but you live it. With that red dress you had on the other day, my comment was to you was, you make the dress look good.
It was pants though, but I get you. You in a dress.
You made it look good. You know? So when I see your videos, it be like, she living the life. I'm going to live the life too. And the people on your panel, they comes every week, and they're inspirational. Kevin, Mia, I'm about to get her name, Latasha.
Latoxic.
I mean, they bring a lot to the platform, and so I just couldn't wait to chime in this Wednesday because of my manifesting. I'm still manifesting. So I'm going to land my plane.
Land that private jet. All right. Thank you, Mr.
Right.
Ronnie. Yes, yes. We love it. We love it. We love it. Oh, that was a beautiful, beautiful manifestation. I had one like that too. I had lost my wallet, my Louis Vuitton with all my credit cards and money in it. I had dropped it in Aldi's. And I noticed that I dropped it, went back, and yes, they turned it in. Whoever found it turned it back in with everything in there, with all the money and all the credit cards. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, user Jonathan. How are you, Mr. Jonathan?
I'm amazing. How about you?
Great, great, great. Thank you.
Listen, I'm just gonna keep it short, and say I was out on the deck and I was having a beautiful conversation with this guy, and it amazes me when you look at him and you're saying certain things to him, you can see it jogging at their memory. They get quiet for a moment, they go off, and I have to bring them back. And he looks and say, "Man, I never thought about it like that." And you know what I thought about? I said, "Oh, I got to go eat." I came in here and I clicked on this phone because it's about the only time I pick it up, and I knew I had to find your page.
Oh.
I knew it. Listen, when you pour out all the time, sometimes if you're not careful, you become depleted. So I don't eat from everybody's table. I'm gonna tell you that about me now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you up front. I remain the nice guy, but I'm both.
Okay.
See, I know who I am. So therefore, I keep that guy with control under self-control.
Yes.
Most people don't get that. They, oh no, my husband said, no, you both of them. But listen, I had to come, and I'm gonna get back into the comments or whatever. But listen, keep doing what you're doing. I'm like running down. I just don't want to be, long with it. But listen, it's a lot that I can say when it comes to your demeanor. Like, you handle yourself professionally. That's love. But then you also give that kind of sus-like vibe, but I'll be your mama if I have to, nigga. I go there. I love that. And don't ever change that.
Yes.
Don't change that. Because that's what brought me to you. I'm somewhat of a Florida boy, so I need a little bit of that.
A little rah-rah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need just a little sweet. Yeah. But I know how you keep it classy, so that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? So big shouts out to your king for holding it down, know what he do. And you can tell that he's doing a good job because it's on your face. Now, I know that's your joy and that's your happiness, but someone contributing to it just takes it to a whole nother level.
Absolutely,
anyway,
absolutely.
Yes. And so I'm gonna get back in the comments, but just keep doing what you're doing. Just know I'm watching and listen.
Oh, thank you.
I'm kind of, and I don't want to use the word slow, but if I knew how to just tap into the what is that you be teaching, the courses.
Okay.
I don't mind paying for them. I don't. I just need to know how to get there. I want to follow. I listen. If I can sit here and eat from your table, I like to see the behind the scenes where we just, yes, because your manifesting is on point, and I'm telling you, I've watched you to the point where I can even hear when I know you finna go. I know you gotta come back out of this way. Your face be writing, making notes. It'd be like, yeah, but that smile stay. See, and that's what I'm talking about. We need that. That's what real people can identify with. Like, yeah, I hear you and everything, but I ain't gonna rock with that. Okay, all right. You can take me down.
Oh, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Oh my goodness. Gigi, I'm going to toxic and then I'm gonna come to you. Okay.
Okay, no worries.
You came back up, girly.
I just came back. I didn't know who that was, so I didn't know if.
Oh, you was coming to be the. All right.
So that's why I came back up, but everything was good. I didn't even need to do anything.
The toxic don't play, boy. Like, I got you, girl. I got you.
Out of the energy, and I'm just trying to stay in that moment a little bit.
Yes, I feel you. Thank you. Go ahead, Gigi.
Oh, your nail polish, that pretty red nail polish. I saw it at a couple of lives that we were at, like the last book club and the book club before. And I said, man, I really want that nail polish. It's so pretty. It looks pretty on her. I know it's going to look pretty on me. So I was like thinking about going to the nail salon and having my nails done. Although I don't know, sometimes I don't know why I bother because I keep my nails short because I play guitar.
Oh, okay. Right.
I only go to get my cuticles and stuff cut. Usually when I get my nails, and they're like, what's the length that you want? I'm like, square and short. They go, shorter? You want the shorter? Yeah, shorter. I play guitar, I play piano. Shorter. I need shorter nail. So I was looking at my box of nail polishes, and girl, I found your shade.
Oh, okay. All right.
Turns out I got your shade. When I painted my nails,
nice.
And I looked at a video of yours, I said, oh my God, I got Bestie shade. So now this one's called Bestie Shade. That's the name of it.
Oh.
I don't know if they used OPI. It's the the one that looks like yours is called OPI, and it's called "Give Me a Little Kiss."
Oh, yeah. I just know it was a no chip. So it was
Yeah.
it was a gel polish, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know what the color of it was.
it's
Yeah.
the same color as your nail polish. Might not be the same name, but who cares?
Right. Okay.
Any
Okay.
flower by any means, it's still a flower.
I know, right?
And then I was watching that. Did you guys watch that thing on Netflix with America's Next Top Model?
Yeah, I did.
The documentary.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I was watching it with you in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
because I kept picturing you in my mind while I was watching it, and then I kept thinking, well, she said that she was going to take modeling to another level and be different with the girls and whatnot, and yet she ended up being just like the other agencies and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking that and saying it to myself, and then as I was scrolling TikTok, I come to yours, and Lord and behold, you are like verbatimly saying what I was saying to myself when I was watching this. I was like, oh my God. Okay, first of all, I was like, I'm picturing T while I'm watching this show. And then she's like, it's like I like mentally sent you that message on there. Do you know that she actually manifested the same things as the agency? That was crazy when I saw that.
Yep.
I almost dropped my phone.
And you notice that she's not the only. Anytime somebody's saying they do something to be against a thing, they become the thing, right? When you say that you're doing something as to be against something, you don't manifest the opposite. You manifest the exact thing you give your attention to. So she became the very thing that she claimed that she was so anti. And I'm just like, girl, you told these girls that you were going to show what beauty would look differently, but every time you got a chance, y'all was tearing these girls down about their looks, about their height, their skin color, their weight, everything you could think of to talk to make them feel less than. Y'all took advantage of it. And I get it. It's because it's entertainment, because for whatever reason, they think that people don't want to see compliments or want to see, good feeling shows. We do want to see good, but I get it. That show, I mean, that American Next Top Model, when I watched it, of course, I was in another headspace, right? I'm watching that back in the early 2000s, again, when it had so many channels, right? And we're fed this whole fantasy, right? This fantasy of what fame looks like, what success looks like, and it's never what they show you on TV.
But it's funny though that they got it back. Like the Jays, the photographer, they got fired, so now they know what it's like to be eliminated.
I mean, they did it for almost 20 years though. They did like 18 seasons. It was like, you have to understand that shows like that don't stay around forever. So you eventually think that yes, they're going to eventually reboot.
But and then she got let go as well. They ended up getting another another host.
Yeah, my only thing is that let it be a cautionary tale. Stop looking for people to save you. Right? Her whole thing was that she was going to save them. She's going to give them something. She's doing all this for them. No, she's doing all it for her. No, there are no saviors. When people trying to tell you, I'm doing this for you, I'm doing this for you. No, they're never doing it for you. It's never for you. I don't come up here saying I'm about to change y'all life. You don't hear me say I'm Toya, fix your life. I don't say that. I don't lead with that. I tell you, you can change your own life by changing your self-concept. You are. It's all you. Just prove me by applying what I tell you. Or don't. It's up to you.
Right.
But I say you're going to prove this truth through application. But because when people try to come up and say, well, Toya, you did, then I'm just like, nope, I don't take nope, it wasn't me. It was you. Pat your own self on the back. Look your own self in the mirror and say, I did that. I chose me.
That's true.
You're doing it. No one else is doing it.
When that show came out, I was doing modeling, and every now and then I do modeling, and I had a lot of agencies even say the stuff that she does to these girls, that really doesn't happen. Like, and I said, oh my God, yeah. I mean, if you don't want to cut your hair, you don't have to. If you don't want
closing
to
the gaps in
breast
their teeth,
implants, you don't
right?
have to.
Right, yeah.
You ain't got to do any of that.
Closing a girl gap in her teeth, and then the next season they telling somebody they need to open up a gap in their teeth.
Yeah, to look more like Lauren Hutton. Yeah,
they were wow. They were, but here's the thing: they knew they had people that were primed, right? They primed these people. They made people think this is what was necessary. So they take them through these strange, extenuating circumstances, and maybe Tyra was getting her lick back because maybe she went through some stuff during her modeling career that she just felt was simply unfair, right? How she used to talk about Naomi Campbell and talk about how Naomi was so mean and hazed her and wasn't nice to her and wasn't this and that and was so mean to her, and them being women of color, you would have thought she would have lifted her up, and that just wasn't the case. But she did the very thing that she claimed Naomi Campbell was doing.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why you can't put people on pedestals. You can't idolize people because people will disappoint you if you put them up here. Don't put people on pedestals. Like I always say, don't look up to anyone. Don't look down on anyone. You look people in the mirror, in eye to eye, because that's how because people are your mirror anyway. They're mirroring you. That's it. That's what's going on.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I just wanted to say, like, one of my favorite TikToks from you is when you say, nobody died for you and nobody's coming to save you. That's like my favorite because that I think that is so it's just as simple as that. It's so simple that basically you're in control of your own life. Yeah. That's what it is. You know, and I don't know why it took me until I was 54 to understand that it's me, it's me who I'm in control of my life. Yes. Period.
Yes.
And sometimes I even get frustrated with the people, some of the people around me, with all the you know, and it's like, well, if you would just understand that it's all you, and if you would just change your mind. But then I go back to saying I was the same way too. You know, I was the very same way. So just button it up. You know, button it up. Yeah. So that's my favorite TikTok from you.
Yep. Personal accountability. Personal accountability. Did you have anything else to add, Gigi?
I was saying, like I had agencies telling me that what she was doing was, but it's a reality show. And that's why I never did a reality show, because a reality show, you sign these contracts and pretty much whatever they want to do with you, because you sign that contract, that's exactly what they do. So if you say no, that you don't want to do it or something like that, they can turn around and sue you. And they end up owning your image, and they end up owning your likeness, your name, and everything, and they can make you or break you. When I first read that contract, because people are like, oh, you should audition for American Idol, for America's Got Talent, all this kind of stuff, until I read the contract. And you know how that song that says, things that make you go, Well, girl, I was humming left and right. I mean, my spidey senses were like, and something just said, no, you don't want to do it. And then I showed the contract to a friend of mine. At the time I was in LA, to an entertainment lawyer, and they said, no, you do not want, no. Do what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. You do not want to do these shows.
A lot of those shows, they just promise fame, right? They don't promise. And yes, you get fame. You get fame because people do recognize you. You do become infamous or get notoriety, or however you want to say it, right? But the fortune, you really, people think with fame comes money, but that isn't, I mean, not saying that it doesn't happen, but that isn't necessarily so, right? One plus one don't equal two. Sometimes it's 1 minus 1. You may get the fame, but what you got for the fame is nothing. You just got, a lot of people just know your story, right? Those girls were shamed and embarrassed, and then people just knew who they were, knew that they did this show, and only a very few of them actually were able to use it to catapult them some type of career from it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like as they say, that show back in the day, Fame. What did Debbie Allen say? She said, fame is gonna cost you.
And here's where you come, and here's where you pay is sweat.
So they want to live forever, baby. Remember mine. The people just want their name to know. What people don't realize is that they truly just want freedom. They want safety. They want security, right? And they think that's the way to get it. Well, if I just have enough, if I just do this, if I just do that, no, you're doing that, and it leaves you nothing from nothing, leaves nothing. You got to have something.
If you want to be with me. You can drop me, bestie. I'm gonna go eat.
Okay, thank you for joining. Love you too.
And I'll see you on Saturday.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, sweetheart.
Hey, you cannot put our trust in men whose breath is in his nostrils, right? You put your trust in self, not in something outside of you, right? All right. Those that were very successful in American Next Top Model were those who knew who they were and knew that show was, they used the show for what it was intended. Instead of looking for Tyra to do something for them, they went and used that show to do something for them, right? They took what that show opened doors for. Hopefully, I think the ones that end up getting something out of it was because they realized it was just a reality show. It had nothing to do with having a career, because the people that a lot of those women that she was choosing, they didn't have the status quo when it came to modeling, right? They weren't what most of those agencies were looking for. And those who did have that standard, they told them, oh, because they're a reality show, we don't want them being bigger than us. The world already knows who they are. The world, we have to handle them differently. So, I mean, it's a whole lot of stuff. And it's not just that particular reality show. Reality show now is so different from the early 2000s, right? Because now if you're in a reality show, you can create a brand because you got social media. You can do, it's so much more you can do with reality TV in today's market than you could do in the early 2000s. In today's market, it's just totally different. Now you can grow your own file. You can get your own fan base without the, really the TV now kind of just lays a foundation that you already have this built-in fan base or following. And then you could use that to, catapult you into other things. So, but you can have whatever you want. It really is up to you. I say Ray all day, then Ronnie, I'll go to you after Ray all day. Ray all day, did you want to say something? I see that you're unmuted. I don't know if you want to say anything. Do you want
Oh, no, I don't think I was muted. I actually just ran back over to the counter from the couch. I'm listening to y'all and I'm like,
oh, okay.
I'm like, wow, like, did she really abuse those women?
Of course, it wasn't just her by herself. It's entertainment. It's just it's what people have to understand, that it's a TV show, and at the end of the day, it's about the brand, right? It was about the show. They were kind of like, just, what do they call it? Not roadkill.
Oh, like collateral?
Yeah, collateral damage.
Yeah.
They were just like collateral. It was like, they were, and I'm not saying that what they weren't doing isn't what happens, and what isn't what happens to models, right? Because I'm still, you're putting yourself in front of people and letting them tell you what's beautiful about you, right? And you're gonna probably be told you're just not pretty enough, you're not thin enough, you're too dark, or you're too light, or you're too whatever you're right. And so they did that times 10, and they did it in front of the world. Whereas we weren't seeing how models were being picked apart when they went in for casting, right? When they went on and went in front of a modeling agency. We didn't get to hear what they were being told. I guess with America's Next Top Model, they wanted to show us what went on behind the scenes, and they did it on a global scale. Like the
Right.
world got to hear somebody else tell you you are not pretty.
Right.
You're,
It's like
you're too
everyone
fat.
got swept up in that energy.
Yeah. Yeah. And did that stop people from wanting to come?
No.
People like, but it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. that thirst for fame, or for, and I get it. It's, I think a lot of people do it out of desperation, right? Because they're like, well, where I am, I'm in a small town. I have no, I don't know where my life is going. I'm tall, I'm thin, maybe, who knows, And so they're just taking a swing, they're taking a shot. A lot of those girls were young. They were like, what, 19, 18, 19, early 20s. They still trying to figure out life. And and what we see about modeling, we look at the end product, right?
Right.
They were supposed to giving us behind the scenes. And like I said, we got so mesmerized, like, oh my goodness. Like, and they didn't probably show half the stuff that these girls were really enduring during that process.
Yeah, and I imagine once the ratings were going up, they had to think like, oh, what can we do that, to improve? What can we, how can we be more dramatic and more? And they all just got swept up in that.
Yeah, because they took one girl, she was basically essayed.
Oh no.
And she said the cameras caught everything.
Oh no.
She was in the shower. They videotaped everything she said, and she had a boyfriend. And she ended up, in her telling him, they caught that all on camera, and how he was, oh my goodness, he cussed her out so bad. I mean, she already felt bad, and then telling him that she ended up sleeping with another man. You know what I'm saying? And she'd do that on I was like, that's where you like, there's no empathy there, right? Because it was just all about the storyline. But what you don't realize is that this woman was drunk. She barely was $110, heavily drinking wine and all of that. And they invite these guys over, and she's like intoxicated, and then end up sleeping with the guy.
So was anyone else like? Did anyone get in trouble? Like
no, oh no.
Oh wow.
They blamed her. They said, "Girl, yeah, you cheated on your man." They had no sympathy.
Oh no.
She was looked at as the slut.
But I mean, in hindsight, like the camera people witnessed something that was illegal.
Yeah.
It
just shows you again how society views women, right? And like we said, when you're intoxicated, there's no consent there.
Right, absolutely not.
But they tried to make it like she knew what she was doing. She was aware. She was, I'm not going to say that she, it's a hard thing, right? Because it's like, did she probably like, I'm not going to say like, because that's a hard thing to say like, right? Because of what we're being shown, because we're not being shown everything, right? We're just seeing the flirting, the bathtub, the hot tub scene, right? She's all on, she's kissing the guy, and then and then they say they go to the shower, and then they go to the bedroom. So you don't know like because I've never been intoxicated to that state where I don't know what I'm doing. So I don't know what that looks like, and how much was she aware or not aware, right? With the wine that they're drinking, right? And like, because was some part of her liking the attention because she was missing her boyfriend? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe, but that does not.
Right, it doesn't justify.
And then also, it's sad to have people around and nobody
says anything.
Yeah.
and how alcohol is whether, because she wasn't the only woman, right? It was like 4 or 5. It was like 2. It was like 5 men, 5 women. It was like, it was like, so it's like, so maybe in their mind, well, I was drinking, but I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that whole trying to be that morality type thing, and it's just too. It was just that was just ridiculous. What you want to say, Latoxic?
I was just saying, I remember this so vividly, but what I forgot was that guy that she was with, was he a model too? Like, wasn't he part of the shoots?
They were. I don't know if they were part of the shoot. They were their transportation to the shoot. So they had these. So like they was in Milan, and so they had these little motorbikes, and so the men were the ones that drive the motorbike and took them to their photo shoot.
Okay, got it.
And they were like, "Hey, do you want to invite those guys over and we drink some wine?" Right? Okay. And it's like, okay, why are we inviting the guys? Sometimes I be thinking like, did you feel pressure to do that? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, did you feel pressure to do this? Like, cause y'all know y'all inviting young men, y'all drinking. I don't understand. Like, y'all going to get bikinis, y'all going to the hot tub. You know, at any time was she saying no? Was she saying I don't want to drink? I don't like. Was it? Because we don't know. We don't know where her mind was. What was going? You know, it's just like, and you definitely don't want to blame her, because she got enough blame to go around. It's just like,
what I was thinking about was the fact of how different social, like, first of all, obviously there was no social media, at least not the same way that we think of social media now. And I'm just thinking about how long it would have taken for something like that to air after it happened versus now. It's like it might take a few months, right? Mm-hmm. It still might have taken only a few months back then, but the concept of like seeing what you lived through, you know, on TV, when TV was pretty much all there was.
And you had the chat rooms.
Right.
You had AOL, you had the chat rooms.
Forums and all that before social media really, really took off. But I was just thinking about how long it would have taken for... Yeah.
And just how alcohol disarms you, right? It disarms some people, and the inhibitions are dropped.
For sure, yeah.
And so it's just like, that was just a sad situation, and just how they took advantage of the situation and wanted to just tell it, just how they used her storyline to make her feel like this awful person. Yeah. And then even when she went to the Tyra show, and she told Tyra, I never watched it, I don't want to see it, and Tyra still decided to show it. Mm-hmm. And how she was saying that she tried to reconcile with her boyfriend. He came to New York with her. They'd be walking down the street and people would come up to her calling her a slut.
Wow.
While she was with them. It's just like, I can imagine what that does to a young lady, to have the whole world calling you this. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has an opinion, but because we only know snippets, we don't really know what was, it was not a good look. How they edited made her look really bad.
I'm sure they were not being, generous with the edit.
No, they made her look very bad. They made her look very bad. Made her very unsympathetic. Very. Yeah, such a sad case. Go ahead, Mr. Ronnie.
Gigi brought up something about your nails and everything. It just brought back Friday when you had a young lady on, and she wanted to criticize your background the way it was. And I think she mentioned demons. And I said, you haven't been listening to us long enough to know that there's no such thing as demons. I said, I know you haven't been listening to us, because we know everything is in the mind. So if you're thinking of demons, that's in your mind. It has nothing to do with that display you had.
She's like, you look like you're in heaven. You look like, oh my goodness, like, why do you care what it looks like? Like, what?
Trying to scare you.
Oh, girl, you ain't gonna scare me. You on the platform.
at the end, she typed something in the comments trying to say something stupid, and I was just like, girl.
She said something like, "What's so funny?" Because we know everything is in your mind. Ain't no such thing.
No, she thought that we were not taking God or whatever, hell or whatever seriously. So she didn't think it was funny at all from that standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, girl, if you just don't mind your business.
The fear mongering is real. That's why I'm like, yes, we gotta continue to deconstruct this. But like I said, I'm not going to discuss it with Christians, right? If I feel like you're a Christian and you're coming up to like try to proselytize and want to have a discussion about your script, I'm not doing that. Mm-hmm. We're not doing that. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. But I do feel like, you know, there are people that are looking for communities where they can feel safe and have questions regarding where do I go next? I know Christianity isn't it, but I feel lost. I feel alone. I feel like, you know, my family don't understand me, my friend, you know, and so this will be a space where people can at least, if it's just for one day, could come in, share, get some encouragement, be inspired, and to realize that they are not alone and that their tribe is out here, and they will find friends who resonate with where they are in life. Go ahead, Anna.
I have a question for you. I know you know the kind of the scripts, or maybe even if you've read something that Neville talks about or Dr. Joseph Murphy talks about, but have you read anything about dreams? Like when you're starting to be more aware of the dream, or maybe knowing that you're dreaming and kind of reacting in the dream? Is it
like the lucid dreaming? That's what people call the lucid dreaming, where you're aware that you're dreaming while you're dreaming.
Yeah, and also being able to take control of the dream.
Yeah, command the dream.
Yeah, have you?
I mean, Neville Goddard has talked about it. He doesn't call it lucid dreaming, of course, but yes, he does talk about being in the dream and becoming aware and commanding the dream.
Okay.
Yeah.
So could that be maybe because I'm getting more secure in my outer world, or in this realm, maybe, or whatever?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. He goes into a little bit more detail when he talks about his dreams, about commanding the dream. So I can't remember what lectures specifically those are, but he definitely has gave some examples of, you know, because he'll say that people that have transitioned out of this dimension, he's dreamed about them, and you know, he saw them in his dream. Well, he'll say that it's in another dimension, because he says it's worlds within worlds within worlds, and when you dream, that's just another world that you're experiencing. That's another dimension that you're experiencing. And he said it's fun, because he says a way to get into that state he has given. So he would say you could be in your room where you are now and imagine that you're in another room in your house, to the point that you actually leave the body and you're in the other room and you can navigate it like that. And then he says, then when you're in your dream state, you'll start to be able to awaken and command it. But of course, you didn't have to do all that. It's just something that you're becoming aware of. I'm just saying that was one of his things, right? I'm not saying that's the only way, because clearly you're showing that is not the only way, right? I personally haven't experienced waking in the dream. The only thing that I've come to about is after I have a dream, especially, I'll remember when I'm talking about this in my dreams, right? So I will be talking about this in my dreams, but I won't realize it till after I'm awake. It's like, oh man, I was talking about that in my dream, but I'm not aware of it while I'm dreaming.
Right.
Yeah.
Or just because, you know, like years ago, like if I would dream something, uh, they weren't as vivid, and they were kind of jumbled up. You know, things were kind of jumbled up, but now they're vivid, and I'm in action in them. And then when I wake up, I know exactly what I was dreaming and what happened. And then sometimes, uh, like if I dream somebody, it's like, okay, I know what you're gonna do. I know what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing, because it's like almost like I'm working out things in my dreams. So he does talk about dreams. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So is this Lee, the astrology guy? Hello, welcome. You can unmute. Are you there? Did you mean to come up? Hey, Pastor Jesse.
Okay, I didn't
Oh,
know
there
I was
you-
on mute.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
How is everyone?
Great. How are you?
All right. I've been trying to catch your lives. I've been missing it. I saw you on there tonight. I wanted to ask, this is for everyone. Whatever I told you, there was a total blueprint of everything that you are that's public record, and that you can read it right now.
All right, I'm gonna pause your error. Is this going into a pitch about astrology?
No, it was going into a pitch about reading something.
About reading a chart for astrology?
Not a chart. I just said it's going to totally explain everything that you are in writing. It's nothing. You're going to be able to read it yourself. There's nothing for me to even. You're going to look it up and read it yourself, and then you tell me what
Well,
you
what
just
if
read.
what if you just decided who you are?
Huh?
What if you just decided who you are instead of waiting for a chart to
Well,
tell you who you are?
We've been doing that all our lives, and you see where that is, right? You see where that's going.
I don't know about you or me, but anyway, I'll let you take it from here.
Well, listen, I'm not coming to this. Listen, what I'm saying is there's something out there that you can read. Okay, this is all I'm bringing to the table. Once you read it, then you can go wherever you want to go. But I'm telling you, there's something out there that you can read. You can deny it, but I guarantee you, it's going to be truthful.
Okay.
It's up to you to read it. It's up to
Okay.
you to read it. That's why I came on here, because I'm like you. It ain't what you know, it's what you can prove. Okay? That's how I live.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Does anybody have an extra computer or anything they can go to right now?
We're not doing that right now. This is not what this live is about. So,
Well, y'all talking about spirituality and religion and all of that, right?
specifically, we're talking about manifestation.
Right.
So that's
what this is.
what live is about. Is it though? Doesn't sound
Yes,
like
it is. Yes, it is. Because any knowledge about yourself is manifestation. Period. You can't manifest if you don't know yourself, or get as much knowledge as you can about yourself. How are you manifesting? You say, I just want a boat. I want $1 million. Is that manifesting to you?
Well, yes.
That's not manifesting.
What is manifesting?
Manifesting is first learning myself and my purpose, and then all of that comes in. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we all want $1 million in a boat, but you know how many people had $1 million in a boat and now they don't have nothing? Because they ain't know who they were. That's why they don't have anything. So I'm just saying.
So what do you have?
I have nothing. Because I don't manifest. I don't manifest in that way. I don't want material things.
Okay, allegedly. Anyway,
I don't manifest in that way. That's the old guy.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, Lee. You manifest every moment of your life. Life is a manifestation. So what are you saying then? So if life is a manifestation,
what I'm saying is,
how can you ever not be manifesting?
Before we discuss, because if you don't read the information, we can't talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, once you read that, then you can talk to me about anything.
Then I guess here's the thing, Lee. The conversation ends because I'm not going to read it. So then we can't go nowhere. So
Well,
we'll move along then.
wow. I mean, I'm just saying in general, then what is the live about? Because we all have something.
Well, here's the thing. You're not going to come dictate my life. My life is about manifesting, which something you don't like. You don't want to talk about manifesting. You say the only way I can manifest is I have to read what you tell me to read, and then I can go
I did
forward.
not say that. I said learning yourself. I did not say read. All I said was there was information out there.
So
Now,
are
you
you assuming that we don't know ourselves without first reading this information you're talking about?
What I'm saying is the information can really elevate you even higher than what you are now. Now, for one thing.
Okay, well, that's not what you said at first. That's not what you said. That's not what you led with. You didn't say that at first. Hold on. Don't talk while I'm talking. I let you say what you said, and then I respond, and that's how you have a conversation. But that's not how you led. You said, what if there is a blueprint that told you all about yourself? And then you want us to lead us to this information. But what if we're not interested? Then what?
Then you're not interested.
That's what we're saying.
All I'm saying is, as a person, as yourself, who's always informing people, and you want people to understand what you're saying, right? Then you should return that same energy, because it's all about learning. I'm not trying to say anything. You know, I respect you. That's why I'm on your live.
I know, but why do I have to do it your way? Why? I'm not telling anyone to do it my way.
Doing it my way, love. This is about sharing information. It's not about, see, that's the ego thing. I'm not ego driven, love. I'm just here to share information. I'm not here to say I know more than
we are. So
I'm not here to say I know more than you or you know more than me. I'm just here to share information. That's it. I'm not here to argue with anybody. I'm just saying there is a valuable piece of information that I thought you would probably be privy to want to read.
Instead of being ambiguous, just tell us where we can find this information, and then on our own time, if we decide we want to go read it, we will. Why do I have to stop what I'm doing, find a computer, and look at what you're telling me about?
I did not.
Didn't you ask if we had access to a computer? Did you not ask that? So that is okay. So are you not saying I should do it now, or are you saying I should do it later? I'm confused.
Listen, this is like being overly blown. Seriously, okay? I thought this was a live when we're trying to share information. Obviously, you have your set ways, and it's about what you want. So I'm going to let
her
that
live.
go.
This is literally her live.
But I'm just saying, when you're doing a live,
this is literally no. Let me pause you right now, because
you're not going to pause me. I get it. You're just like the average black people. You don't want to learn.
Just because we have a live about something that's non-Christian does not mean it is a free-for-all. Okay, we still do things here decently and in order. Okay, so at the end of the day, if you can't get with that, that's fine. But you can also put your pitch somewhere else or start your own live elsewhere, so the people who are interested in the topic can flock to you.
I don't get it.
All right, I knew it was a pitch immediately. I didn't know what it was for, but anyone who's interested, I'm sure can go follow me and find out.
The gaslighting is unreal. Like, what? Like,
just because it's a spiritual life doesn't mean you just do anything and say anything.
Well, you want to learn, so you should want to learn whatever I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, well, I don't want to learn nothing. Now what?
What?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I'm like, I thought this was something. I thought you want to know. Who says I have to know myself through the way you say it? Like, what are we doing? Like, just tell us what you're talking about, and then we can decide if we want to go read it.
That's how I knew it was a pitch.
Like, what?
Just
say what you're saying, dude.
Your own life.
No, you just don't want to learn. You just want to. I don't want to learn. Learn what? What am I trying to learn? Know thyself. So you're assuming I don't know myself?
Right. That's a lot of.
Like, what are we doing? But we have Lioness Nikki. We're just gonna move along from that, right, Latoxi? Hello, Lioness Nikki.
Otherwise, I'll go on all day.
I know, right?
I think I forgot what I was gonna say. Like, my goodness. Hello, everyone from the panel. Ms. Toya, wanted to give you your flowers. I discovered your live maybe, I would say maybe about 3 months or so ago. And as you were just mentioning, you know, I was going through, my awakening stage and just, going within, choosing myself. I kind of cut everybody off. I was going through the whole, everybody had to go because it wasn't in alignment with what and how I felt. And, so anyway, I was in a moving phase. I was homeless for maybe about a month or so, and I was moving, and I was kind of in a hurry to get in this place I'm at now. I wasn't trying to move here per se, but I was trying to get a place. Like I didn't care. I just needed somewhere, a roof over my head, and I got here, and you know how on Zillow everything is just all great when you're looking at the pictures of apartments and stuff like that. I got here, it was a complete different, vibe. I was like, oh my God, I got here and I started panicking. Even though I discovered manifestation a few months prior to that, I was still learning. So when I discovered you and I came across one of your lives, and you were just saying something about like, just change the way you think about that person or that situation, like completely just try it, like just change your thoughts about it, right? So when I got here, like literally the first day I moved in, it was police in the hallway, or some people fighting next door, and downstairs neighbors, like they were like, it sounded like it was a mariachi band in the hallway or something. Like every night, every morning, all night. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm grateful to have this roof over my head. This, I don't know now. I don't know if I can deal with all this though. I'm not used to this, and it was the hood, period. Like, I'm like, just call it what it is. I'm like, I'm in the hood now, and I came from a very nice place, like I said, going through that awakening. I don't even want to talk about it. It is what it is. It is what it was. But I was talking to the property manager and just kind of telling her what was going on, what I was experiencing and all of this. And she just really had a nasty attitude, and, kind of was like, well, I guess she felt like I helped you get in here, because she did kind of do everything for me when I got in here. And I was grateful for that. And, I'm giving her flowers too. I'm like, well, no, trying to change the vibe, right? Anyhow, I did that. I came back up to my place, and I was kind of peed off, honestly, because it was kind of like she basically told me I was lying. Like, it was like, oh, I got cameras, I could see everything, and this is that. And I'm like, well, I don't know what you're looking at, but I don't necessarily feel safe. I don't know if I'm gonna be here long. Which in my mind, when I got here, I already knew it would be a pit stop. I was like, Nikki, this is just a pit stop for you. Do what you gotta do. And, I already had decided that I was done working like regular job and all of that, because I just was fed up with it. I was tired. My body was hurting, all of that. So I gave up on that, and I was like, listen, I get paid to exist. So I'm sticking with that. I'm sticking with it. It resonates with me deeply, and I deserve it. So I changed the way I thought about her, the property manager. I changed the way I was thinking about this apartment in general. Like, I was like, it's not exactly where I want to be, but I started visualizing I started attaching a manifestation of my new, condo or high rise, to pretty much everything I was doing. Like, I get up in the morning and drink my coffee, and I'm looking out the window. Listen, I would pull them blinds all the way up, and I'd imagine I'm drinking my coffee and I'm looking out my floor to ceiling windows, and even I go out there on a little balcony and imagine this is where I have the apartment in my head down. Like, I know exactly how I want it to look. I'm talking about from fixing the coffee to pulling the drawers out and getting my sugar.
Yes. All right.
I'm talking very detailed, right? So maybe a couple of weeks went past, and I saw the maintenance guy, because I've only been here for, like I said, about those 3 months now. But last week I saw the maintenance guy across the hall, and the music had stopped, by the way.
Okay,
I didn't hear,
nice.
I didn't hear the music and stuff, and I got to thinking, and I was like, I saw the maintenance guy, and I was so curious because it had been quiet. Like, I'm like, what's going on? So I asked him, I opened the door, and I was like, hey, I saw him going in, and I was like, are they still here? Because I hadn't seen the car outside. I'm nosy like that, you know. And then when I'm sipping my coffee, I'm watching anyway, you know. And he's like, oh, no, they're not here no more. They left like last week. I was like, really? I mean, literally, like, the hairs on my arm start standing up, like, whoa, Nikki, like, what did you do? And he was like, oh, yeah, they got out of here. And he was like, yeah, the people downstairs. Yeah, he was like, yeah, the people downstairs, they're gone too. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. He's like, I think they just up and left. He was like, but these other people got put out. And I was like, oh, that's sad. But at the same time, I was like, Nikki, wow, what are you, your manifest? Hey, I patted myself on the back.
Yes.
Like, okay, you ain't doing too much. Because I was literally thinking that I was doing too much, because you know how you get on here and sometimes, and by the way, you and another Cassandra, you guys are the only two ladies that, you know, I really resonate with me when it comes to this manifestation thing. And oh my God, I'm getting sidetracked. But anyway, yeah. So they were gone, and I that's why I was like, next time I get on live with Toya, I need to know. I was gonna say, am I doing too much? Because you hear these other people be like, let it go. Like, once you manifest and you know it, like, let it go. And I was like, well, what does let it go mean? Like, do I think about it like once a day and let it go, or do I? You know, so I was in that, like, so I still am, honestly. Like, it kind of hit me today. Like, I've been doing well, and I've seen these manifestations, you know, come into play in real time. And I was like, I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to, like, feel like I'm running it away, I guess, you know, like, by doing too much.
I think people have a misunderstanding when it says let it go. You're letting go of the how. That's one thing you're letting go of. And you're letting go of the old state, right? That's detachment. Detachment is from the state that says that you don't have what you're asking for. You're embodying the state you're embodying the identity. Why would you let that go?
Okay.
Right?
Oh my God. Right.
And then you're seeing the confirmation of that in your 3D, right? So now, oh, the music's gone. Oh, the people that was making the ruckus going on, the riffraff, they're going. You know, like, you're seeing your world match what you've been doing inwardly.
Absolutely. And then, because I was saying, like, to myself, like, every time I do my manifestation, like, I don't care if I'm brushing my teeth or whatever, like, I'm looking in the mirror and you're
actually living in the end, right? You're actually being in the apartment you want to be, even though your body isn't physically there, your mind is, right? But that's what the script says. I go to prepare a place for you. So you're preparing the place of being in the place you want to be, even though you're physically not there. But guess what? The body has to follow the mind. So the body will end up in the very place your mind is. That apartment that you're brushing your teeth in, and you're drinking your coffee and pulling the drawer, you're going to end there. How? I have no idea, because you're already there, right? You're already there. You're already there.
Yes.
That's
and
go ahead.
Add, you know, that the highlight of so far, I told the property manager, like, when we had words back and forth or whatever, you know, I told her that day, like, I was like, I don't know if I'm paying rent, because I might need to take this money I have and move somewhere else, you know. And she was just like, you know, well, you want to put your 30 A's in now, or what? I was like, no, I'm gonna just, you know, chill and think about it. But then all of this occurred, and I always tell myself, you know, you are already, like you said, you are already in the place. You're already in the place. Everything is working out for you, you know. So it is, and it was. I think it was another live. I don't know if it was just last Friday or Saturday that I was on, and I don't know if it was you or someone else said something about. Gosh, what was that? I don't necessarily remember, but anyway, let me get back because I get sidetracked a lot.
That's okay.
I told her that I wasn't going to pay the rent or whatever, and came and it's like, I'm gonna just think on it. So as things unfolded and started to change, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pay my rent and, allow myself more time to, for this manifestation to come, even though I'm here, but, just allow myself more time for it to come true. Right. And so that same night, I was like, I'm bored. I went to the casino. Now, I didn't have my hands on this money, said rent money at the time. And I did not know how I was going to pay it. I just said, I'm going to pay it. I'm going to go ahead and pay her because I need more time anyway. I went to the casino. I won $4,338.
I get paid to exist.
Yes. No
abundance on my lips. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I could because I always tell myself I'm a winner. I'm a winner. I'm a winner. I always win. And if I go somewhere like that, I already assume that I'm leaving out of there a winner. Yes.
And I've not won like that before. I usually do always win when I go. It may be $200 or $300 or something like that. But that kind of money, I never won that. So I was like, Nikki.
Look at this. Yes.
It's like, girl, you get good at this manifestation thing.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, so I wanted to give you your flowers because, I know that listening to, and being and feeling the energy in these lives that you have is so overwhelmingly just great. Like the love and the energy is beautiful. Most of the people that come in this live be like, man, like
pretty awesome, right? Pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. So just thank you and everybody else, too, because the comments and stuff that I read mean a lot as well. And it gives me the opportunity to see that I'm not in, this la la land, like where I'm just, you get paid to exist, huh? Yeah, right. Like, yeah. Because we encounter people like that all the time.
Yeah. And
today it was a little weighing on me because I felt like I was supposed to be doing something for some reason. I was like, you can't just sit here, Nikki. It's something you gotta be doing. And I was like, no, this ain't me. I get paid to exist. Cause
woo. And your success story is right on time because you have a lot of people like yourself that come through this live and they're like, I'm choosing not to work. I don't want to have to clock in and try to figure out how, and so your success story is going to help. Like, yes. And not to say that everybody's going to go and play go to the casino, but the money is going to show up in a way that's the least path of resistance for whoever's listening to you, right? And to know that if you make that choice, remain faithful to that choice, right? Because what you didn't do was say, well, I don't want to work, but I'm gonna go ahead and get a job anyway.
And it was like on my back, for a while when I first got here, but I was just like, no. I am, every single time I just caught myself, when that came up, I would catch myself, no, you get paid to exist. You deserve this now. You've worked and worked and worked and worked to your body, literally. I used to sit in the car, couldn't even get out the car, like be sitting in the car for like an hour after I get off and sit in the driveway because my knees would be hurting so bad and, back. So it's like, no, this is your birthright is to get paid to exist, honey. You don't have to, that's old, Nikki. That's dead. You've done your due diligence and now you get to sit and relax and you are very well taken care of.
Yes.
Yes, I came up here though because I did have a dream within a dream, like, and I remembered like it was January 22nd.
Oh wow, you remember the day. All right.
Yes, because it was so crazy, and I only remember a small portion of it, but it was me sleeping in bed where I was at the time, and I literally astral projected. Like in the dream, I woke up and I like was over, like hovering over myself, like watching myself sleep.
Oh wow.
And like the dream was so real. Like the part of me looking down at myself, like laying there sleeping, I just couldn't believe. I was like, what?
Wow.
What is this about? I still am like, so when you guys were just talking about that, I was like, wow.
This is another confirmation, huh?
Yes, absolutely. So yes, thank you.
Oh,
guys.
this is so awesome. It's so awesome. And when you take on the simplicity of it, right? Because you're not complicating it, right? You're like, I'm taking this at face value.
And that's I wasn't going there for rent money, you know what I'm saying? I was just going to have me a little sip of wine and play a little bit, like, just lightweight, just to get out the house. I didn't put I knew I was gonna win because I'm a winner.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I didn't go there to win like
I'm about to go there and get 5 G's. Like rent finna be paid up for the next 2 or 3 months. Like
so yes, beautiful. And and you answered my question with the whole let go thing. So yeah, I'm good to go.
Right. I mean, you having fun with you like, yes, I'm in my bathroom, I'm in my kitchen, I'm on the high rise, I'm looking out. You have, keeping it light. Yeah, that's what we're supposed to have when you talk have fun with it, be light with it. Don't let it be like this, oh, it gotta happen. Oh, like that's okay. So when they say let go, right? Sometimes we be holding on to our desire so tight that we have all this tension with it, right? And that's what you want to let go of, right? You want to let go of it being tense and it gotta happen 2 minutes from now, right? Knowing that no, it happens in the perfect, excellent way, and it's always on time.
Absolutely.
It's always on time. Whenever it happens, it's always on time. So that's why we don't worry about the when or the how, because it's always on time. That's Habakkuk 2 and 2.
Yep.
Write the vision, make it plain.
Absolutely.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall not tarry, right? And it's always on time.
Always. All right.
Yes.
Thanks for letting me speak.
Oh, we thank you for coming up and sharing. We needed that.
Absolutely.
We needed that. Thank you.
Yes.
The doctor said, let me run around the church.
I had to say the one thing I miss about church is like hearing other people's testimonies, like hearing the good things that happen, and just feeling that like, oh my God, that excitement for other people.
Yes,
it's yours, even though it didn't happen to you.
Yep.
It feels like it did, you know, and it's just lovely. It's
yeah,
just lovely.
That's why we need spaces like this, right? That's why we, they overcome by the word of their testimony, right? Yes, you feel inspired because you understand that there is no respect of persons with this law. And if what can happen for one can happen for the other, right? So it may not happen in the way that it happened for them, but it will happen for you. Just remain faithful to it. Have fun with it. Like I said, be easy with it. She was easy with it. She's like, just go on, like, I always win. I didn't go there with a dollar amount, but it exceeded and now unto him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that you can ask or think, according to the power that works in you. So you just go in there like, I'm gonna have some fun. I know I'm gonna win some I know I'm gonna win something. And then you want something. Like you want something, right? Like
I was totally not expecting that. Like, wow. And you know what else? Like while I was there, it's a friend of mine that works there. And, I spoke to her and there was a lady behind me and she was just winning. And she, the friend that works there, she's the one that cashes cashes everybody out. So she's over there at the machine behind me, and we speaking to each other. And I said, "All right, now I'm next." That's what I told her. So when my machine went off, it was her coming to cash me out. And she was like, "Nikki," well, she was at another machine that wasn't far from me. And I guess they get like a notification of the machines or something. And so she looked up and she saw me and she said, "Nikki, that's you." I said, "Yes, I told you I was next."
Woo! Look at that. Wow. Love it. Love it. Love it. So beautiful. So beautiful. That's it. That's it. How easy it is. So how easy it is. It's, just got to be easy with ourselves. You talk to yourself, right? Have fun with yourself. See yourself in a place you want to be, right? Because my daughter does a lot what Nikki does, and my daughter, she does that. She is in one place, like she works at a bank as a teller, and she says that a lot of the people that come in there and they be talking to her, she's like, "Oh, but you don't see me. I'm not here. I'm actually somewhere." And they're like, "Oh, really?" It's like, "Yeah, the weather's like this." With her. Like, "Oh, okay, yeah, all right." They play around with her, and she does, so you got to make it fun. And she invites people into her reality, right? To make it real for her. All right. And so to get out of that, and I know Mr. Ronnie was talking earlier too about, having some manifestations and not allowing time to enter the equation, right? Because you have to understand you are time, right? That time is catching up to you, not you to it, right? A lot of times we forget that we are the operant power. We are the cause. We're not aligning to the manifestation. The manifestation is actually aligning to us, right? That's why it says be still and know, because there's nothing for you to do, only to be. And so what's natural for you is I go to the casino and I go to have a good time. I go to win, because that's all I do. Have me a drink. I'm gonna have me a good time. And so you were doing something. You weren't doing anything out of character. You were doing what naturally comes to you. And so that's what we have to make. And what's becoming more natural for you is that I get paid to exist. Like you're making that your identity, because it is your identity.
Yes. And sometimes I struggled with that in the beginning because, like, I think it was the other guy earlier. Oh no, it was Ronnie. I think he mentioned, the lazy part, and I was like, am I being lazy? But then, like I said, that's what I couldn't remember earlier. I heard you guys saying what you just said now, like you actually have to embody it, be, do it. That's what it was. You said, like, do what you would be doing if you really did already have, what you're trying to manifest. And I thought back to myself, like, well, if I was in that apartment, I'd be doing exactly this. I'd be drinking my coffee. I'd be chilling and relaxing and watching my little shows. I'd be on my phone on Toya's, on Toya's Live, looking out the window of, my condo or whatever. So,
yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
That's
Thank
it.
You can take me down, though.
Okay. Oh, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing. Love it. Hello, Mr. Kevin. Brother Kev.
Hello. I just been sitting back and enjoying this live. I don't mind sitting in the chat, make my little comments and supporting the stories. They're fabulous, wonderful stories, and how it bless and teach everybody. What we are talking about was getting to know who they are. The last person, line is Nikki. All the stories were great, were absolutely wonderful, and there's something to extract from the each story. I don't get bothered by whoever comes on and it's not a good fit for them, or they don't feel we're a good fit for who they are.
Right.
I know that as long as we continue to, stay on point and on topic, and and circulate the love and identify with loving. And I don't want you to confuse love with giving in to someone else.
Right.
Because that's not love. It's certainly not.
Stand on business. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Stand on business. 10 toes down. You know, love, yes, one of the attributes of love is long suffering. But the long suffering is referring to you. Love is patient. Patience with who? Patience with you. Right? It's not giving patience to foolishness.
Say that.
It's being patient with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely identify with how, and I live my life the way Nikki is now leaning into who she is and seeing the evidence. What I wanted to say to Nikki, I know she's probably still in the chat listening. The reason you got that, I believe, the reason she got that apartment with those issues, because how else would she be aware of her power?
Mm-hmm.
How else would she prove to herself the power that she had to change her circumstances?
Yes.
How else would she prove to herself that she can have any amount of money whenever she want to have it? Right? Manifestation, really, this is manifesting Wanty. Manifestation is confirmation of your power in your thoughts. That's what manifestation is. It's the confirmation of the power within your thoughts. We say thoughts are things. Well, yes, it's the confirmation. When you confirm your thoughts, that's you manifesting.
Mm-hmm.
When you say, how did I get to this live? You manifested it.
Yep.
Whenever you need something and you go within to get the answer, that's how you're manifesting. Now, what I really wanted to share with this, in addition, is that I know Neville Goddard says live in the end, which to me, I've interpreted as live in your imagination. Mm-hmm. We're in this wonderful, magnificent book, The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard, in our book club, and everybody who's not a part of it is welcome to join. Well, he talks about your imagination. Your imagination is key. When you was a child, you know, as old enough to walk and learn how to talk, did you have anybody teaching you how to use your imagination? No, it was innate. If you had a toy doctor's kit, you could use that to be a veterinarian. You could use that to be a doctor. You could use that to be a nurse. I had a daughter who wanted all types of cooking utensils in a play kitchen and doll babies and tables and chairs and houses. And to her, those things were just as real as anything else. Mm-hmm. She had clothes, she had shoes to dress them with, and she would talk to them. No one has to teach you how to imagine. And your imagination is the key to your manifestation. It's coming aware that your imagination, your awareness is linked to your imagination, and your imagination is linked to your awareness. Because you can't do anything unless you're aware. Well, you can't really control it unless you're aware. Now, you can manifest and not be aware that you're manifesting, and that way you're manifesting haphazardly. You're creating things that you do not desire. Well, how do you create things that you don't desire? Through your thoughts. And giving your attention to the unwanted thoughts is giving it energy. And giving it energy brings it to manifestation. Just like the things that you do want. So this whole live is teaching you how to be aware that you are manifesting. And that the things that you're manifesting, it doesn't need to be haphazard. It can be intentional. Yep. The money, the house, the etc., car, the relationship. You know, if you just want to have $1 million, live in the imagination of having $1 million. It doesn't matter what your bank account says. It's irrelevant. It's because the only thing the bank account can do is reflect your current state. That's all it can do. So if you look in there and there's nothing in that account, that's your current state. So you said, well, Kevin, how do I change my current state to the state desired? You have to imagine that you have that which you desire. Not that you're going to get, that you already have it. And then it will reflect who and what you are, not what you want, what you have. Right? Am I in the script?
That's it.
So I love everyone here, and I love all the stories. Yes. And I love what everybody is becoming more aware of who they are. You're not getting more power because you're already all powerful. You're not getting more loving. You are love. We're making you aware of how much power and how much love. Yes. I land my Learjet.
All right now. All right. Let's go. Let's go. I love it. I love it. I love it. So we have the life consultant. Are you there? You can unmute. Oh, you didn't mean to come up?
I didn't. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm over running my mouth to my husband. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I heard the life consultant. It's like somebody else got my name. How are you doing, though?
I'm
Beautiful.
great.
How are you doing? I'm just listening. You know, I told you I'm always on here sometimes trying to catch you.
Okay.
Trying to catch you.
Okay. Appreciate
I
you.
love everything I've been hearing, though, as always.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Now how I get down?
I'll drop you.
Okay.
Oh. What you want to say, Latoxic?
Oh, no, then I was just saying, sometimes I get down in that box so that people don't accidentally.
Oh, yeah, but I think it reconfigures itself somehow. Yeah.
I don't know when that started happening.
I don't know why it reconfigures itself. I'm like, oh, I'll be seeing the spaces move. I'm like, oh, okay.
Not sure what that's about. But yeah, so anyway, that didn't help.
Another awesome live, as Kevin reminded us, we have the Facebook the book club on Saturday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're reading Neville Goddard's book, The Power of Awareness. We read these books just to help remind us. I mean, this book has been really helpful for a lot of people, because it really has been shedding some of that old skin, that old belief system, and really helping remind us of how the simplicity of manifestation is, and that to get in the state of stop trying to figure out how to be, stop trying to figure out how to make it so, and learn how to be still. Be still. Because I know, yes, we've been conditioned to work, right? That's what Rihanna sung about. Work, 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 right? That's we have been conditioned. And Neville Goddard, I like how Busting Loose from the Money Game reminded us that this is a virtual reality and we're popping things into our experience to help us remember who we are, right? So the whole purpose of reading that book is not that Neville Goddard was some greater being, or was some, he's us pushed out, right? We are him, he is us, right? Because everything is connected. We're all one. And so any book that we read, any video that we watch, any television show, whatever we're doing, is all reflecting who we are and what we assume to be true. All right? It's what we assume to be true. That's what we get confirmation of. The good, the bad, the ugly. Whatever we assume to be true. That's what we are experiencing. That's what we're calling forth. Because no manifestation comes to me unless the Father within me draws it. Nothing's there by accident. Go ahead, Mr. Ronnie.
I just wanted to thank Kevin for coming up, and I'm practicing what Kevin spoke about, the bank account. I've decided that I have so much money in the bank that I don't have to look at the balance. When I go to purchase something, I just know I have enough money in the bank. The other thing was the young lady asked the question I guess been pondering on my head. How do you let go? And you gave the perfect answer that I needed to hear. So you never know where you're going to get the information or who's going to bring it forth. So that's why your live is so great. Man. And my man that came up wanted to tell us where to go and find some information. I listened to that and I thought, you could have came with a better idea of trying to get your message over than telling us what to do. I don't think he understood. I just don't think he understood. And then he had the nerves to say that he doesn't deal with materialistic things anymore. And I'm thinking, how can you live in a capitalistic system and not want the best?
Don't get me started.
and you brought it to him. He said, I don't want that. I don't have. I'm like, and you live in a.
Like, what are you talking about?
Hmm?
I'm sorry, I was just talking about the guy. Like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? What do you mean?
Yeah, like, what you mean? You don't want nothing. You don't have nothing. Really?
Like,
Because
you don't want anything, but you want us to get things that we want that you don't want.
right. Make that make sense, all
That
right?
you also don't have.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about?
It's that same mindset that when Christians, those who believe that, poverty is a virtue, right? And they try to tell you, oh, you're not supposed to have these materialistic things. Oh, so you don't live in a house? You don't drive a car? You living out in the woods somewhere? Like, stop it with we're not supposed to be experiencing materialistic things. Like, we live in a material world, right?
Literally.
We are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. Come to know that we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. Like,
what? Are
what?
you talking about? You don't deal with material. What are you saying?
Like, I think people forget. Yeah, I get it. People forget that we're in a material world.
That's what we're talking about. The whole spirituality is really that whole concept is no different than religion. Like you said.
Right.
Like, what do you mean? Like, people will try to say that same exact thing. Like, I don't care about this world. This is the white, or whatever. And it's just like, everybody has to eat. Everybody has to have a place to live. Everyone has to have clothes to put on their bodies.
That's why we like Reverend Ike. That's why we like Neville Goddard. That's why we like Dr. Joseph Murphy. That's why we like these people that we materialize or manifested into our reality. They help us to remind us that was a bunch of BS. Like Reverend Ike would say, it's not the love of money that's the root of all evil. It's the lack of it. It's the lack of money that is the root of all evil.
You got evil poor people, you got evil rich people. So what? Like, that's not what's making them evil.
And what I loved about him, he didn't try to apologize for wanting money. And he was like, yeah, like I was listening to one, Kevin was on the guys live earlier today, and he was playing Reverend Ike. And Reverend Ike was saying, you don't never have to guess where the money go in this ministry. He's like, some of that money go to make me look good. Because I like nice things. And I like to look good. And so that's where some of your money going. I was like, he ain't had no shame in his game. He was not pulling the wool over your eyes trying to make you think that he wasn't spending some of the money. You know how some pastors not upfront with their congregation, right? He let them know, no. You see exactly where some of your money going. You see what I drive. You see what I wear, right? But he also used the money in other places too, right? He was helping people go to college. He had scholarships for people. He did a lot of stuff with his ministry. But he was not here to tell you that you got to scrape through life, right? You don't have to eke out a living. That you should expect the best, and then you will get the best. Go ahead, Mr. Ronnie.
That's what I like, to expect the best and get the best. And it's been, like you said, easy. It's just, life has been easy now. As I look forward, things are just falling in place, just on an everyday manifestation. Every day you manifest the good because you're putting love out there. And I realize now the key is love. Yes. Once you shine with love, things just draw to you. And I've heard the scripture so many times, no man comes to me without me drawing them to me. And my love draw people to me. Yes. I'll land.
That's it. Land that private jet. I know that's right. That's it. Love is the key. Love is the only transforming power, because love is who you are. So with loving kindness have I drawn thee. All right, says the script. All right, God is love. It's just understanding what love is, though, right? Love is not an emotion. I get so emotional, baby. All right, love causes you to have emotions, right? Can make you be giddy, can make you feel joy, but I'm not gonna say joy, peace. I'm not even gonna say those are emotions. Emotions is, if you're feeling elated or happy, or if you're feeling sad or angered or mad, but love is, because love is not only a noun, it's a verb. So the noun is you, and then your verb is the action, is how you express who you are, right? And so we know, that's why I refer people to 1 Corinthians, the 13th chapter, the 4th through the 8th verse. So we don't get it twisted of what love looks like, right? And then you have Galatians, I think it's 5:22 and 23, where it tells you about the fruit of the Spirit, right? And it talks about the love and gentleness and temperance. And, there's 9 fruit of the Spirit. I can remember all 9 fruit of them. I think long suffering is one of them, right? And we try to externalize these truths about who we are, but everything that the Bible is talking about, it's not talking about something on the outside. It's talking about what's within you, who you are. You being love, you persevere. You are generous, not only with others, but more specifically with yourself, because you can't give what you don't have. People be trying to be generous and ain't got itch to give. How you generous with nothing? Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You gotta have something if you want to be with me. So you can't give me what you don't have. So first, give yourself the love, the peace, the joy, and then that what's in you is going to flow out of you. Then you're going to naturally be able to love and to be the peacemaker, to be the joy bringer, to be the light giver. But recognize that these things are already innate within you. It's not something you're trying to create. It's not something you have to go after. It's not anything you have to chase. You only have to what? Recognize. It's about awareness. It's about being aware that you're already those things. You're not trying to be those things. It's who you are. That's your essence. That's who you are at your core. So now it's just about allowing it to be. That's why we're told to be still and know that I am God. Not do anything to make it so. Why? Because it's already so. There's nothing to do. It's already been done. Creation is over. You're just supposed to enjoy creation. You're here to enjoy what has been created, for God has already richly given us all things to enjoy. You have all things pertaining to life and to godliness. You already have it. Like Reverend Ike would say, God is not going to do or give you anything. He's already given you all things. All God is saying, which is your I am, command you me. What do you want me to do for you, says the Christ? Remind me of who I am. Oh, thou art the Christ. You are the Christ. You are the voice of God. Now act accordingly. So God don't work. Ain't no working, right? That's why Christ compared who you are, the heaven, to the kingdom. It's good. What did Christ say? He say, the harvest is ripe, but the laborers are few. And people think that means, oh, we got to go out and work for it. We got to go out and work for it. We got to go and work for it. No. If the harvest is already ripe, it means it's already there for you. So all you're supposed to do what? Is call it forth. That's all you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be like the king and say, bring me that. You say, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want that. Bring it hither. And your world says, here it comes. And so if it takes 10,000 people to bring it to you, then 10,000 people are going to have to bring it to you. Whatever needs. Oh, I forgot.
She just got a call.
No, my battery. I had to plug up. I'm on 10%. I usually have my battery plugged in. My charger plugged in. Yeah, I mean, you're really just supposed to be still and just live your life, do what you would normally do, like Kevin was reminding us and Nikki was reminding us, live in your imagination. Right? That's what Neville Goddard's with the power of awareness, live in your imagination. Now, can you go do things physically? Yes, you can. Is it necessary? No. But that is an option. That is a way. Is it wrong? No. Is it necessary? No. All you have to do is speak the word. All you have to do is speaking the word is talking as though it's already done. Why? Because it is. He calls those things that be not as though they were, and then the unseen becomes seen. So when you talk, like when you live in your mind that you're already that being, it's because you already are that being. You're not pretending. You really are that being. That you really are it. Like this is really your life. Whatever you're deciding that it is. However much money you're saying that you have. Wherever you say that you live, whatever car you say you drive, however much money you say you have in a bank, it's already there. what you have to be aware of is not to talk against the thing that you're bringing into your reality. Basically what you're unveiling. Because I need to even stop saying bringing, because it's not like Kevin has said, and Neville, and I probably said it too. There, it's not over there, and you're trying to bring it from over there to over here. No, it's already here. What you're doing is causing yourself to see what's there. That's all you're doing. You're causing yourself to see what's already there, because it's not separate from you. It's about making it here and now. Here and now, I vow to be one with thee. Are you vowing to be one with your desire? Go ahead, Kevin. Oh, you're unmuted. Did you want to say something, Kev? We can't hear you if you're... Oh, okay. Yep. Here and now is here and now. Don't let your five senses dictate, because the five senses lie to you all the time. The five senses say, no, it's not. I don't see it. Where is it? I don't see it. What you mean it's there? How come we can't see it then? How come we can't see it if it's there? Because you're letting the five senses dictate. The five senses don't get to say what's there. Your mind does. Consciousness dictates what's there. You're supposed to be like, can't you see it? Can't you see it? Can't you see? Look at this beautiful home that I am in. You can't see the 12-foot ceilings or the 20-foot ceilings. You can't see the big double door entryway. You can't see my vestibule. You can't see my chef's kitchen with my 2 islands. Don't you see the beautiful patio off the kitchen? Oh, let me take you down to the lower level. Oh yes, I have a billiards room. Yes, where we play cards here, we shoot pool, we throw darts. Oh, let me take it to my indoor swimming pool. Do you not see that? Do you not see? And like, no, girl, I don't see nothing. None so blind that cannot see. None so blind that cannot see. Because you don't see with your eyes. You see with consciousness. Consciousness is the only reality, but you keep saying, it's the five senses. You see through your eyes. You don't see. Your eyes are windows. Do you use a window to see? No, you don't. You don't use a window to see. You look through a window. You see with your mind. You have to keep telling yourself that I don't see with my eyes, I see with my mind. I don't hear with my ears, I hear with my mind. I don't touch with my fingers, I touch with my mind. I don't walk with my legs, I walk in my mind. It's all in your mind. It's just my imagination once again, running away with me. What do you see? See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. And what's evil? Living in reverse. To live in reverse. I don't speak in opposition to my desire. That's evil. Anytime you say that the thing that you want isn't there, you're speaking evil. Why are you speaking against yourself? Because you just said that you have it. Now you're saying that you don't. Now you see me. Now you don't. Say I be detailed as fuck. I know that's right. Don't be double-minded. If thy eye be single-minded. If your eye be single, then your whole body feels with the understanding. I know people be like, that's a physical light. It could be a physical light too. It's talking about light is understanding. When you have singleness of purpose, you only see that thing. You only see that thing. There are no other things. You only see that thing. So catch us Friday. Friday, I'm deconstructing Christianity. You want to come and join us Friday mornings, probably around 10 o'clock sometime. I'm doing it in the day whenever I feel like coming. I might come on at 9, 8, depends on what's going on. Friday is going to be early. Friday, Deconstructing Christianity. Saturdays is 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, The Power of Awareness. We're reading chapters 19 through 21. Those are they're a little more lengthy than the other ones, but, still very short compared to what we would normally find in a book. It has been very, very, very helpful, all very inspiring, very, a lot of revelations reminding us of, there is nothing to do, it's only to be. And it's about assuming the position. It's what are you consenting to? And I like Keith gave us a great analogy on Saturday about it's about replacement, right? So she was saying, giving us the car as an example. When you're going to replace a car, you're not fixing up the car, right? Replacing a car means you're going to get what? A whole new car. Well, that's what you're doing with your identity. You're replacing the old with the new, which means you got to let the old, like when you replace a car, I mean, some of us may keep the old car, but in this analogy, in this example, you're not keeping any of the old state. You're completely letting go of the old and embodying the new. A lot of times when you're replacing the car, it's because that car is no longer drivable, right? So let's look at it from that lens. The car that you're replacing isn't drivable. The trans is gone, the engine is gone, the motor, everything, nothing, the car is undrivable. So guess what? Now you have to replace it. And you're going to get a total new model. This model looks absolutely nothing like the old, like the new state that you're occupying. As I was saying earlier today, you want to be unidentifiable to your family and friends. Like, man, it's something about you. I don't know. I can't talk to you no more. I remember we used to gossip on the phone and we used to talk about, because they used to talk about their problems and now they can't talk to you about their problems. So you've changed. And they'll let you know you changed. Because those conversations just don't resonate with you. You're not about talking about limitation and problems. You're all about possibility and expansion and leveling up. You're not talking about staying in the same old state and talking about the same old stuff and talking about who did what and what's going on with this. That's not who you are anymore. Because you're in a new state. Right? So like if I move out of Illinois and I move to California, those are two different states. California ain't got ish in common with Illinois. Even the summers are different, even though they both experience summers. But California, if you're in LA, they're not experiencing those 30 below winters. They don't know nothing about that. They can't relate. They don't know what you're talking about, girl. What you mean you digging out of 10 inches of snow? What's snow? What's that? I only know snow just from seeing it on TV. You know, I said I may go visit some places with some, but I don't really, I don't know. Yes, yes. Thank you, Sunflower. You have an amazing night too. Yep. So catch us Wednesdays. Wednesday. Today is Wednesdays. Well, Wednesdays. Next week. Wednesdays manifesting. Wednesdays, Friday, deconstructing Christianity. Saturday, we got the book club. When we're done with the book club, I probably just will move the deconstructing Christianity to Saturday. Because once we're done with the book club, I'll probably go back to 2 days. Right now, we're doing 3 days, but almost finished with the book. The book has 27 chapters. We're on chapter 21. We'll be reading 4 chapters. After that chapter will be success stories. He's going to give case histories. And I think, though, we definitely going to want to read the case histories because, again, it's reminding us, showing us that you can't get caught up on the time frame and you can't get caught up on the how. Don't let these people sell you a dream, sell you a hope, telling you, oh, you could get it in 24 hours, you can get it in 72 hours. If you didn't get it in, there's like it's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not on someone else's time. You are time. Remember, you're not catching up to reality. Reality is catching up to you. You're not aligning to the manifestation. You're the cause of it. You cause the manifestation. Things are being unveiled based on your awareness of it. On your awareness. Remember, you're the cause. The circumstances are happening because of you. Things are happening in your reality because of you. There is no happenstance. There's no haphazardness. Now, you may not be aware that is you, but it is. And since you know that it's everything, that's why you don't have to wonder. You don't have to guess at life. You can truly be certain about life. You can truly be certain because the world is at your command. You are the operant power. Things are happening because of your thoughts. If you thought differently, you would have different circumstances, situations, events, and occurrences. You just would. Like Nikki, I always win. She had already predetermined that I always win. So guess what? It would be impossible for her not to. Like that, she didn't have to guess. She didn't know how much, but she knew that she would win. Right? She was not uncertain about that. You don't have to be uncertain about life when you know you are the cause of it. And so we have to stop living as though, I don't know, something bad could happen. No, you know, because you're saying that something could possibly bad could happen. So then you know, because you're the one saying that something possibly bad could happen. Instead of, oh, I know, I expect good. I expect the good. I have a joyous expectation of the good. I already know something, things always work out for me. Whenever I go to the casino, I always win because I'm a winner. I mean, I cannot not win. Like what? That's not even a part of. I don't even think about failing because that's not even a part of my reality. I don't what fail. What is that? That don't even enter my consciousness. Go ahead, Kev.
I was saying, Mr. Ronnie's wallet had to be there.
Mm-hmm.
It had no choice.
Yep.
The wallet don't tell him whether it's going to be there or not. He tells the wallet whether it's going to be there or not.
It had to obey.
It had to. Have you ever told yourself to walk over to somewhere else and yourself said no? Or yourself debated with you, your feet says, well, I don't feel like it. Or I want to sit here for a while. Like, what? Get out of here with that. So, our imagination, when we're taught by outside circumstances or outside situations, that our imagination is not real. When in actuality, it's the realest thing you have. It's the only real thing that exists, is your imagination. That's how you control everything. And I love how you brought up what I mentioned. We're not bringing something from somewhere else over to where we are. There is no over there.
Yeah.
It's only us. It's within us and everything around us, outside of us, if there is outside of us. Because how can there be outside of you when you're everything? There can't be outside you. Everything is you. I'm you. You're me. We're all connected. I mean, it doesn't get any more simpler than that. I saw something that I agree with. When you're hating someone else or something outside of you, you're hating you. A piece of you, a part of you. When you say somebody gets on your nerves, what you're saying is, I get on my own nerves. Or you find something in somebody that you don't like, you're saying there's something in me that I have identified that I don't like. And guess what? You don't have to change the person, because you can't do that. You can change your perception and learn to love that person, to accept them for who they are. I may be getting into a little bit of controversial topic here, but politics train you to believe in division, to pick a side, whether you're going to be elephant, whether you're going to be a donkey, whether you're going to be independent. It teaches you to believe in something you're not. Division. There is no division. The truth is, you are everything and everything is you. Except when you give yourself attention or energy to that thing that you try to believe is outside of you. And when you think of something outside of you, you give up your control. You say it's beyond who you are, which is a lie. Which is a straight up lie. There's nothing beyond you. There's nothing greater than you. There's nothing higher or lower than you. You are everything. Now, you can use that power to create whatever type of home you want. You know, because those riches, those things, materialistic things, that's all they are. It's materialistic. You can't take none of that stuff with you when you go. You didn't bring it here when you got here. You can't take it with you when you go. They're here for you to enjoy if you want to enjoy them. But it don't make it wrong if you don't want to enjoy them. So, if you want a mansion, you can have a mansion. Just imagine it. If you want to be like my sister Lioness, you may just want an apartment, and there's nothing wrong with that either. You can desire and say, you know what? I don't want any attachment to any earthly habitats. I don't want a house. I want to be homeless. I want to live in the street. I want to live off the land. You can do that too. There's nothing wrong with you if you want to do that. You can still love on yourself in that state. I think, Toy, you shared something with me where someone was consciously deciding to be a blessing, as little as letting people feed into their belief that if they pick a penny up that's heads, that means they're going to have good luck that day. So she would intentionally put a penny on the ground with the heads up. So whoever picked it up, they go, oh, look at this. I'm going to have good luck today. And guess what? They do. And she gets to be and play that game and enjoy being that blessing to someone else. I mean, I've done it by paying for somebody's groceries behind me. Not because I wanted to make myself feel good, because it's not real anyway. And if I want to do that and I had the means to do it, I can just do it. No strings attached. You know, here's my phone, put your number in it. What? Try to pick the person up. I can decide to bless who I want to bless randomly. You know, it's walking, leaning into the power of who you are. Leaning into who you are. The whole Bible is about you. It's only about three persons, me, myself, and I. And when you do that, man, you'll find so much joy in life. So much joy. And you'll live in your purpose, because you don't have to figure out the how part. The how part can come in multiple different wonderful ways. You don't even have to try to limit yourself, because you're an unlimited being. Sometimes you may say, well, I want to hit the lottery for 5,000. And then really, that's all you want? You don't want the Mega Millions? You can do so much more with that. No. I just want the 5,000. I got a bill I got to pay. And you can do that too. There's no judgment behind that. You are an unlimited being in a world built on limitations. That means you can have a free for all you want, because you're limitless. You are at a huge advantage. Matter of fact, I can't even call it advantage, because they're not even something that you have to consider unless you want to consider them. Because you're that awesome. You're that powerful. And the only change in the world that needs to be made is you. Because everybody else dances to the beat of your drum. You're already proving it by getting any and everything you want. Remember how you used to joke at me a little bit when we first started over a year ago? I said, well, Kevin's different. He just gets whatever he wants. And I would laugh, because I laughed to myself, because I knew you guys are the same way. You just weren't aware of it. And I knew in time you would be. And here we are.
Yep.
Here we are.
Here we are.
it. That's it.
Oh. Landing that Learjet. Thank you.
Landing that Learjet. Refueling.
All right. I'll let Latoxic and Miss Ronnie have their final say if they have any final words they want to say before we close it out.
I don't have any final words. It was awesome. Thanks again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ditto. Enjoyed it. Keep it up.
Blessings, guys. Yes, yes. We got this, y'all. We got this. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. It happens. It happens. It happens. Just say it happens. It happens. It happens. It's a happening. It's a happening. It's a continuing of happenings. It's just an infinite happening. It's just one big happening. It's just always things are always just happening. And just know that all things are just happening just for you. Everything that is happening just for you. It's all happening for you. So it's all happening for me. It's just all happening for me. Why? Because it's happening because of me. I am the happening. I am the happening. I am the happening. All right, guys. Have a great night. Thank you for joining. And happy manifesting, man. Happy bringing the that what you cannot see into what you can see, because that's all manifestation is. Just bringing the visible to what you think isn't there is showing you, I was always here. I was always here. Here I am. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.